do that, we will be
Fucking
ready to
ego.
go. Just waiting. There we go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TROLLOWEEN. I am here to give you all the greatest treats that I can possibly give you on this most sacred of capitalistic holidays. A day when we send our children out dressed in costumes to go to strangers' house and beg for candy. God bless America. Anyway, uh, we got a little show for you today. I picked out some of my favorite troll moments, and I'm going to share them all with you. So, let me just switch over to the. Oh boy, now what?
Everyone make sure to put
There we go.
rocks in the bags you hang out and pins and needles in the candy bars.
So let me give you some background on this. Apparently, somebody found this like public access show called the Jesus Chat Line, right? They shared it on 4chan. So 4chan decided to prank call them.
Oh boy.
The one that I've selected for this is by far the best in the video. So
public access fucking TV shows are always the best. You know, they're always the perfect victims for such trolling jobs.
All right. So let's go ahead and give it a roll.
So we're going to open up the phone lines. Chad, okay?
Oh my God.
Take the next call.
I didn't know that Jimmy Dore was a pastor.
I feel like I've seen this.
Welcome to the Jesus Chat Line on Montclair Public Access TV3. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
DNA?
Did you have a question?
I did actually. I'm going through some rough times in my life. Hold on one second, please.
Sure, go ahead.
There we go. Okay, I'm going through some rough times in my life. Like I'm just dealing with some abuse issues and my.
Sorry, you're dealing with what?
I'm dealing with abuse issues. I live with my uncle, and he's really. I don't know if I can say it over the telephone.
Okay. Well, well, I just ask. This is a family program, so please use appropriate language. But no, go on. I'm here to listen.
I know you called in to make yourself feel better. This is a family show.
Yeah, this is a family show, okay? Keep this in mind. You know, we don't want to hear you fucking cry about your abuse. Yeah, don't cry about your fucking abuse, okay? Kids are watching this shit. This live stream on the internet.
Yeah.
Well, he comes into my room late at night, and he stands over me, and he just looks at me. It's scary. And then he whispers in my ear, and he just says,
I love it. I love it. He just slow rolls him. He just fucking.
Where's the moment? Where's the moment where he fucking realizes it? Let's make this slower.
Just says,
it's right there.
Oh. There it is. Oh, fuck. Got trolled. He was so invested like two seconds ago. Look how invested he looks. Like, oh my God, this guy's telling me a fucking horrible story. And then, come on, how can you make fun of that?
That's so fucking great. Just slow rolled him into it, man. Like, he totally got him invested in it, made him believable. And then he just breaks out with the fucking slurs. Oh, it's fucking great. That is hilarious. Man. They fuck with these guys so bad.
Yeah, public access TV shows always, you know, they're doomed. For these.
I mean, I found this one a few years ago, and I just thought, like, that one bit right there was just like, it had me dying.
I mean, look at him. His fucking life was just destroyed there. Like,
He
fucking
just
2 seconds.
it's just like, it's, you know, it's literally that caption. If you only knew how bad things really are.
Yeah. I lost faith on this Jesus chat line.
His eyes are dead.
Yeah.
If you can't trust the Jesus chat line, who can you trust?
Nobody. You can't fucking trust nobody.
All right.
Oh man.
All right.
Next
so
one.
You have a second one. Okay, so there was some retard in El Paso decided to shoot up a fucking Walmart, and this guy called in and fucking trolled. I don't remember. I think it's like NBC or something. Whatever fucking whatever mainstream media news station. Because these people are such fucking vultures. These fucking journalists are such fucking vultures that they cannot stand it. They will believe anything to get the first scoop on any given thing. So this guy pretends, he calls in, he pretends to be a fucking witness to the whole thing.
All right, let's have a listen.
Okay, and so how long were you there in the movie theater, and what did they tell you?
They had told us that we need to stay put because if we go outside, that there was a potential risk that we might get shot, and particularly raped by African migrants.
Okay, and Diego, what are your thoughts on all of this? We've been talking to everybody nobody can believe this is happening.
Taken back, and I'm just amazed that you're a real dumb fuck, aren't you?
Okay, so that may not have been somebody. We may have just been lied to by all of that. So
no, you think?
Oh my
you
god!
You fucking think? Just
oh my fucking god!
Vultures, absolute fucking vultures, scum of the earth, and you get what you fucking deserve.
They fucking live. This was live where they had this fucking caller in.
Yeah. Yeah,
just some guy saying that he was a witness of this fucking shooting, and they believed him immediately. Oh my god!
Like this is the end. Like we only call it the end of this because this was the only version of it I could find. But like he like talks about how he was at the movie theater and he heard gunshots and and like he rolls him into it. Like he tells this like elaborate story with unnecessary details, and then at the end he has the African migrants part, and then the guy still doesn't fucking catch on. He still doesn't catch on. We may have been lied to. No. You think?
Havoc is completely in shock and fucking.
Oh my god.
Havoc. His life has been destroyed now.
Havoc is tearing his hair out. He's rendering his clothes asunder.
The same goes with Jason Titus. Okay, he's a very young man. We cannot fucking ruin him already.
Okay, Havoc is gonna have to go lay down the pipe tonight just to get over all this.
Havoc is 40 years old. Man. I mean, he's done.
Oh my god!
With life.
Not the big 4-0. You know, that's like a death sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, you're already dead.
You hit 40 what? 20 years ago, DNA?
Listen, Crassus. Okay. just because you count ages differently up there in Canada. Okay. I mean, look at this perfect couple. Okay, you have Mandy, and you have Walton. He's not even 30. She's kicking down 40's door. They're a match.
Oh my god.
Well, to be fair, I don't think she could lift her leg up high enough to kick down any door.
Oh my god, this guy is so horrible. What a terrible bully you are.
Each leg weighs a ton. And everybody, make sure to go on Twitter and wish old Chuck a belated happy birthday.
Oh, that's right.
Listen,
happy birthday, Chuck.
Listen, Walton, we heard
happy birthday, Chuck.
We heard the audios. Okay, Walton co-signed this bullying. Okay, he co-signed all this trolling. He said they can do that.
Exactly. Okay. if this makes us happy, okay.
All right.
He's cool with it, you know.
I'm glad you want me to be happy.
It makes me happy.
Which makes me wonder why 4 years ago he was so fucking angry at us, you know?
Walton, you do understand that like evil people they don't care that they're evil. It doesn't bother them. They don't have an existential crisis. Okay? If we're so fucking evil, then why would we care? You know what I mean?
Fucking Havoc destroyed a man's life by, you know, getting his fucking YouTube channel deleted. Come on,
my god. He's got a body. He's got a body on YouTube. Unbelievable.
That person never, you know, he never was the same. So I hope you're happy, fucking Havoc.
He was so fucking traumatized by that event, he couldn't even make emails. And that's why he got fired from FAM.
I feel like he keeps a picture of Havoc above his bed just to remind himself.
Throws fucking
when that bastard
throws darts at it, burns the eyes out with cigarettes.
Yeah. So since Jason Titus is in the chat, I only heard like the one clip in our Discord server. Did you go in there and ask him like what he thought of us? Like what was the deal
he
there?
did. He
like,
was
how did that come about?
In the latest Walton stream, he was in there and he was acting like he was a friend of Walton, and he just asked him a bunch of questions, you know, which included him saying that you know, what was the question, like, do you think you're a lolcow, Walton? And Walton responded saying he has no fucking clue what a lolcow is.
I love that our audience even goes and trolls Walton. Amazing.
So amazing.
Well, he wouldn't have anything to troll him about if he didn't make goofy fucking content and say goofy fucking things. Oh, you haven't seen Lunacy yet.
I'm as cool, calm, and collected, motherfucker! Who the fuck raised you?
A cool, calm, and collected. Come to my house and find out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's you know, it literally is lolcow behavior.
And that's why he's the king of the lolcows.
Oh my god. He just does such goofy shit. He's just such a goofy person. I don't know how he doesn't see it. Like, there's not a moment of self-reflection.
Octo, should we, or I guess should you say that there's another one coming?
What is coming?
Another episode of PGW.
Oh yeah.
There's gonna be another episode.
Rumors are saying that there's currently something in the works, you know.
Yeah, there's currently, apparently, according to our sources.
When you get it done, when you get it done, well, Octo, let us know, and we'll start tweeting cryptic tweets that are all fucking poetic and shit. That you can, like, the power is back, day 18th or whatever the fuck.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Except I cannot afford windshield wipers for $10.
Well, she has to buy mackerel and cake.
Yeah. I asked him what he thought about RV Reloaded, why he still associates with Virgil Snow, why he does the goofy storylines he does. I remember, I mean, the Virgil question, I remember. And Walton said something like, what did he say? I watched the stream. He said something along the lines of, well, I just only wanted to defend somebody that he thought was innocent in the whole Ryan Riley thing. And then literally, and that's it. You know, he doesn't see him as a friend anymore. And then literally 5 minutes later, fucking Virgil fucking joins the stream as real DM Ivy. That was just fucking perfect timing. I mean,
that's great.
I guess they're still in contact in some way.
Right,
you know?
right.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Anyone
and Walt even greeted him, you know, saying, "Oh, hey, Ivy, how's going on?" You know, he just pretends it's a completely different person.
Yeah, if they're not named Virgil Snow, then they must not be Virgil Snow.
Yeah.
All right.
I would not at all be surprised if he was still in contact with Ryan Riley and all them. Not at all.
He said Virgil proved himself innocent. Then I asked how. Yeah, well, I don't know.
Right. Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro. I know Virgil, okay? I know Virgil better than anyone. I know that sounds very sad, okay?
Virgil would never lie. Not about being stung by, not about being stung by jellyfish or living in Ireland.
Yeah. Owning a bar.
And then he was in a hurricane in Florida.
Just having, 1, 2, 3 women every time, you can just date anyone. And then when that doesn't happen, all of a sudden he's a fucking tranny getting plowed by a fucking pedophile. It's amazing.
Unreal.
It's amazing.
Unfucking.
But hey, stick by your friends. Walton's a good person.
And then you have fucking Havoc here, okay? Havoc is the worst of them all. He's the leader of the assassins, according to him.
That's right. That's right. You're gonna... Oh my god. Who's joined it now?
Or did Crisis leave? Could also be. Oh, Crisis left. Okay.
Okay. Well,
I cannot really have. There's no difference anymore because they have these goofy Halloween sounds on Discord now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we might as well move on to finishing the Chris Chan video. I think we still got a lot of that left.
All right. Yeah. Over an hour. All righty.
So before we start, when we last left off, Chris Chan was talking to quote unquote Casey's dad. He had belittled him for wanting to work manual labor, fast food, low paying, minimum wage jobs. He had belittled him for still playing Pokemon at like 27. He had belittled his physical ability, saying that he looked like he was flopping around on the floor, humping the floor when he was trying to do push-ups. He belittled him for comparing his mother to his dead dog. Like, basically...
Yes! I remember that.
I mean, basically, he's been owning Chris the entire call. So, I'm telling you, it only gets better.
All right, here we go. Part 2.
Man, you call yourself smart? You aren't smart enough for Casey. I mean, when did you read this?
I've read it about a month ago.
A month ago.
Yeah.
I think the last book Casey read was last week. And she reads books, she reads books like you probably stuffed candy down your throat.
I stuff vegetables down my throat. I stuff green beans. I stuff broccoli. I stuff corn. I stuff carrots.
Oh, carrots? What? What did you say?
Stuffs carrots down his throat. Probably up his ass, too.
Oh my god. I don't need these fucking images in my head.
Wow.
I love that. Back it up a second. Back it up a second. I want to get that full response.
Yeah.
I stuff vegetables down my throat. I stuff green beans. I stuff broccoli. I stuff corn. I stuff carrots.
Wow. What the fuck are you?
What was he trying to do there?
Well,
I'm stopping. I stopped eating healthy food.
Well, that's the thing about most locales. It's never like proper denial. It's always like blatant denial where it's like factually provable, or they try to fight. I guess it's like information war, right? You say I stuffed candy down my throat. No, I actually stuffed vegetables because that's what healthy people do. Da 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 da. So, so he's still trying to,
Yeah. I mean, you have to look at it from Chris's perspective as well. I mean, this guy is trying to convince, this supposed father here to date his woman, and then he just randomly drops, well, I've stopped eating carrots, I've stopped fucking eating broccoli, I just fucking am a fat-faced dipshit. I just like, what the fuck is your argument there, brother?
What are you talking about? I mean, I don't even know what the hell.
I eat and drink healthy.
and you
Because
look like that.
Well, he said, yeah, he said that's
I
what the point is. He's saying I eat healthy, but because he's calling it fat.
Ah, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I could have sworn he said he stopped eating all of those things, but okay.
No, he said I stuff. I stuff.
I heard I stopped. Okay.
No.
Okay. That makes more sense. Sorry. That makes way more sense. I was like, why the fuck would you say I stopped eating all of this healthy food? That makes way more sense now.
You don't even know what I just said, do you? I mean, you completely missed that I was that little analogy back there.
No,
And
no,
Casey says you eat McDonald's. You say you eat healthy, but you eat a McDonald's?
I have salads over at McDonald's, and I drink the lemonade over there.
Lemonade is full of sugar. You know, Chris is fit. I mean, I've seen that man. He has rock hard abs. That guy makes a Marine proud. And he can cook. He doesn't go to McDonald's because he doesn't need to.
Well, I can cook too, and sometimes I do cook.
You know, he and Casey like to go running together. I mean, why don't you go running with Casey? You know, rather than sitting around eating fast food all day.
I do go out for jogs, sir. I do go out jogging, and if Casey was here, I would be happy to go jogging with her.
Jason, I think
Or
he never
running,
really
I'd
ate
be
healthy
happy to do
food.
that as well.
You think you could do 5 miles like Casey and Chris do? 5 miles?
Yes.
That's a brisk jog.
Yes, I could do 5 miles with Casey.
Really?
Yes.
Someone who looks like you can run 5 miles. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. You look like you couldn't even do 5 seconds running. In fact, I was watching those push-ups. You got winded after like 30 seconds of push-ups, and you were sweating like a pig.
Well, wouldn't you sweat?
I don't with that much.
Warriors.
Look, that's nothing. I'm a Marine. I mean, not after a few push-ups like that. That's nothing. Okay, but so how much and how often do you jog? I mean, you know, I sweat. You know, maybe after, I don't know, 10 miles on a hot day.
I have been jogging for about 15 minutes on a daily basis.
15 minutes. So you go what, a quarter of a mile, and you call it quits? That's pussy shit, and that's just jogging. I mean, if Casey could run, you know, Casey runs for, you know, at least an hour.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, and 5 miles is like a 2-hour jog, you know.
Yeah, well, I have a whole bunch of potential. I can run 5 miles with Casey.
I would love to see that. I mean, why don't you? I mean, you can't. I mean, and the way you say you could. I mean, you're just saying you have potential. That doesn't sell me. You can't sell me with potential. And why don't you run 5 miles, and maybe I'll think otherwise.
It would be hard to video record 5 mile running, but I can run 5 miles with Casey.
When was this again, in 2009? Didn't they already have these fucking cameras on helmets?
Yeah, I don't I don't think Chris understands the length that 5 miles is. Right? Like he can't grab like how what am I trying to say? He cannot fathom 5 miles. Like as a distance.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't he can't like materialize that as a concept.
Yeah.
You can.
Yes, I can.
But I don't want to.
And I will.
But why with Casey, though? Why can't you just do it on your own? I mean, you have a camera, don't you? I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to just hold a camera and run, would it? I mean, that's easily doable.
Yeah, well,
why can't you figure out how to do that? You said you're good with computers. I don't know shit about computers, and I can do that. I barely even know what a Windows is.
Yet earlier during the conversation about autism, he's like, I'm looking this stuff up right now. And he's inconsistent, and like Chris never catches it.
He doesn't get it now. Because I think he's just he's concentrating too much on his stories, He doesn't even see like all of the clear signs that this is a troll.
Those is.
Don't patronize me.
No, I'm just trying to understand what you just said. You said you don't understand Windows?
No, what I'm trying to say is I don't know shit about computers, and I could figure out how to do that. I could figure out how to hold a camera and fucking run for 5 miles. I mean, that's how could you not figure out how to do that?
Yeah, well, think about this. Do you think the batteries will be able to last 5 miles?
Who's this now? Hello? Somebody joined.
The prodigal son has returned.
Well, anyways, it's just Crisis.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you're welcome.
You know what, Crisis? You could have been a big star in Car, and instead you're sitting here making fun of Car folk.
I was already a big star.
When?
When I was Unite Double Star champion, of course.
Fucking Crassus, when are you going to invade a woman's bathroom and spray paint the fucking trans flag on there? Okay?
I mean, I've invaded lots of women's bathrooms, but not for that reason.
Oh my god.
All right.
The fucking Canadian BTK killer over here.
If I ever come over to Canada and I just accidentally happen to find fucking Crisis, he just has lots of women underwear saved under his bed.
You're gonna come to Canada and just so happen to run into me in this massive fucking country.
Oh, we can meet up. We can meet up.
Meet up with you.
I don't know. I'm a German.
Sounds miserable.
I'm a very nice guy.
Yeah, enslave my people.
You're Canadian. When you fucking guys were on the Allies, fucking Allies. Come on, you have been enslaving us for the fucking past 80 years.
Oh my god, you saw that?
Like we should have.
You saw his curly red hair. He is clearly of the chosen people.
Like we should have. And you should still be under our boot.
Under our boot.
Listen.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All right, listen, Crassus. Okay.
I hope Trudeau kills you.
I hope someone kills Trudeau.
Oh my god! Listen to this guy. Okay, go run over a fucking polar bear or something.
Dear Canadian government, I'm planning on shooting Justin Trudeau.
They'll send a letter back that says get in line.
Yeah, see, everyone's talking about Trump and Kamala Harris. Nobody's talking about how Justin Trudeau has fucked up my country beyond recognition.
Well, I'll tell you what. When he's no longer. Oh
my god.
Oh my
this
god.
fucking internet is going.
I know. Trudeau cut it off. Shut that shit down, he said.
Stop yelling, Crisis.
No, I'm driving.
Oh, okay.
When when that motherfucker goes to the G7, they laugh at him.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't have to go to the G7. He can just go to his own parliament, Like, with a fucking SS former soldier,
There was a clip of Trudeau. He went to, I don't remember if it was Trump or Biden. I think it was Trump. He went to shake Trump's hand, and Trump was just like, no.
Of course not. Why would he?
No, exactly, because Trudeau's a fucking laughingstock. You literally, you cannot drive down any street in Canada without seeing "fuck Trudeau" signs in people's yards, "fuck Trudeau" stickers on people's vehicles. Some people have flags attached to their vehicle that say "fuck Trudeau."
All right, Octo, let me
Like
ask you this question.
this motherfucker.
Let me ask you this question, Octo. Is it worse that Trudeau
To eat him.
Is it worse that Trudeau is Canadian or that he's French?
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I mean, the Canadians that I know, they're all pretty much horrible. But then I don't fucking like the French as well. So
Well, then you must know lots more.
I think I would say that the French are worse, but they've just had more time to be worse.
Exactly.
Because no one pays attention to the French.
Exactly. They don't have plans yet to kill their own, native people. Yet. I mean, they can do it pretty much with illegal migration. I mean,
they have
doing
French,
it in a slower way,
Well, the French seem to have no problem turning their backs on important people. Look what they did to Joan of Arc.
Yeah.
She led the fucking rebellion that turned the tide on the 100 Years' War. No, she's a witch. Burn her at the stake.
That's what we need to bring back. Witch burning and put Trudeau up there.
Oh my god. Listen to this
crisis.
horribleness. I thought you Canadians were supposed to be very nice people. All I hear is hostility from this man.
I can't wait till Pierre Poilievre gets in office and immediately takes away all your stupid all-gender bathrooms that all the women hate.
Do actual women go in these fucking all-gender bathrooms?
No. Listen.
That's what I told you. When I was in college, I asked all the women. I said, "What do you think of the all-gender bathrooms?" Every single one of them said it makes them feel uncomfortable and they will not go in them.
Imagine my shock.
But hey,
suck the girl dick.
You know what? The rainbow people are more important than 50% of the population.
Right. Well, they
are a crisis. They are a minority. Okay, minorities need.
Yeah, they're like
help.
1%, but yet they're like 1%, but we need to kowtow to them because it makes them feel good.
Oh my god. This is so horrible. Listen.
I hope people look. We have people from call listening right now. I know the guy is not really involved in the community anymore, but still, this could still go to the community, and you can be canceled for a second time.
Okay,
you trannies? I've had enough of this bullshit.
Listen, you want to be removed from the PGW? Okay, you haven't made an appearance yet, but you might. Keep this up.
Yeah, you're gonna cut my contract before my debut.
We do it like WCW. We sign you to a 4-year contract, pay you $1 million per year, but we will never use you.
No, this will be like the reverse of fucking wrestling companies. Like, you don't want to be on this show.
Yeah, I love the idea of like our show just insulting its audience constantly.
I mean, RV does that as well.
Yeah, no, but it more insults their intelligence than anything.
I guess.
That's what I was gonna say. It insults our intelligence. We insult them directly.
I guess. Well, it doesn't matter.
Canada has gotten fucking ridiculous, dude. First of all, the amount of Indians is ridiculous. You cannot go through a drive-through and not see fucking Pahood and the boys behind the counter.
I just love that, I mean, over here in Germany, the swastika is obviously, forbidden. You can never use it, or you can, or you can get sued.
To the gulag.
But when you go into fucking Indian restaurants over here, they just have fucking swastikas on the fucking wall like it's nothing. Just because it's in their fucking religion, it's like it's a different sign, but it's still amazing.
The amount of Indians in Canada is fucking ridiculous. This whole country's starting to smell like curry.
Oh my god. All this horribleness. You're definitely gonna get canceled now.
They bring culture to your.
Someone needs to stand up and say this shit. Stop invading our fucking country because you guys can't keep your dick in your pants and you're overpopulated.
Oh my god.
The peanut gallery likes every fucking race. Okay, we like the Indians.
I've had enough.
The Pakistanis. We like the Muslims. We like.
I don't
everyone.
like Italians. I don't like any of you. Okay. And as soon as the last fucking human is done breathing its last breath, I'll be happy.
Yeah. Let's talk about these fucking Italians.
Listen, the one thing I want to say is that I really, really don't like people that want to discriminate people for their races, okay? I really hate those people. And I also hate the Dutch. Fuck the Dutch, okay?
All right. Fuck the Dutch twice.
Exactly. Fucking swamp Germans.
Okay, it's a double.
Fuck outta here.
It's a double Dutch. It's a fuck the double.
Yeah. I go to Tim Hortons and they can't even get my goddamn coffee right.
Well, your first mistake was going to Tim Hortons.
No, Tim Hortons is the shit. Fuck you. Their
It is
food's
shit.
no good.
It is definitely.
Their food is basic bullshit.
No, it is definitely shit. I'll agree there.
No, American Tim Hortons is shit. I've been to Tim Hortons in America. American Tim Hortons is not what it is here.
Ah, I see. The fucking does the fucking manager recycle in your coffee?
No, see, we don't have. You know what the key is in Canada? We don't have a single Canadian worker working for Tim Hortons. That's what makes it so amazing. Because the thing is, they can't get any of your coffee orders right, so everyone's is fucked up. So since everyone's is fucked up, it must all be right.
I love everybody. I love everybody. I love the LGBTQ community. I love the Muslims. I love the Austrians. I love everyone.
Listen,
that's just
okay. No, I never had anything against the LGBT community, but I'm starting to.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Just pull your truck up in front of their house and start honking the horn 24/7. That'll teach them.
Don't have that goat named Millie come after you, Crisis.
Yeah.
Okay. He ran DNA out of the community. Okay, DNA was already out of the community, but he still ran DNA out of the community.
Seeing as everyone thinks I'm a transphobe already, might as well just spew the fucking truth. All these trans people thinking they're victims, yet nobody ever gave a fuck about them. But if we were oppressed for years, no, the fuck you were not.
Oh my god.
Because the fucking Canadians were always oppressed, you know.
Unfucking.
And if you want to be transgender, then cut your dick off.
Oh my god, horribleness! You believe all this?
It's amazing.
God, what a terrible person.
Cut it off. Shave your fucking beard.
Do a flip.
Make sure to get around the neck because there's extra around the neck.
I think you'll need to introduce a LGBTQ flag on the right side of the corner.
Well,
you know what we need to do? We need to have a trans flag on the mat of PGW.
Well, speaking of trans people, we're listening to somebody who eventually became a quote unquote trans woman. So let's get this. Let's go.
Fuck off.
Running? Shit.
What are we listening to? Oh shit, that's right. I'm driving.
Want to join the stream, motherfucker?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
The Discord stream, obviously, not the
Yeah, don't stream and drive, folks.
Yeah, duly noted.
Yeah, but I'm not the one streaming. Oh, that's a nice car.
I mean, you're running. You're not jogging. It's not going to take 2 hours.
Yeah, well.
And besides, think of it as like a time limit of some sort. I mean,
is this the continuation
you got to run.
of what we were watching before?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking glorious.
I'll be home in like 5 minutes.
All right.
Fast enough so that you can get all of it in before the batteries run out.
Don't kill any Indians, Crisis. Okay.
See, I love his. I love his solution. Well, you have to run faster. You have to run faster so that you can get to the 5 miles before your batteries die.
Great advice.
I mean, that would take.
I can't believe. Hold on, can you pause it for a quick?
Yeah.
DNA, can you clear up a couple questions I had about this call? Is this Liquid Chris that's talking to him?
I believe so. I do believe that's Liquid Chris.
Okay.
He's his dad.
Jason Titus also said
Because I wasn't
Chris in the chat, so
I
think
wasn't in
you're
the stream
correct.
when you guys watched it, but I watched the stream and you had mentioned Liquid Chris a few times, so I wasn't sure if maybe it was or it wasn't or what.
Yeah, I think this was Liquid Chris playing Casey's dad.
Okay, gotcha. And he like you said it in the last stream, but the fucking patience of this guy to sit on a call for 2.5 hours with Chris Chan.
He was dedicated,
That's
man.
like 5 minutes in a call with. That's like 5 minutes in a call with Lars.
Oh my god.
Nah, Lars. I mean, yeah, I think Lars would quit earlier, you know, because of all the raging he would do.
Half an hour at most. Batteries last that
Jason Titus, by the way, confirmed that's Liquid Chris.
long.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, you want half hour running? I'll be happy to do a half hour of running with my digital camera.
Oh, what the hell?
Fine, show me.
All right, I will.
Until then, you are not good enough for Casey. You are just a maggot.
Well, you may call me a maggot, but I'm a pretty dang strong one.
I'm gonna go
Oh
talk
my
to Casey.
God.
I gotta tell her. You do not deserve Casey. I mean, Casey lifts more than you. How does
That's
that
not
feel?
true. Chris is pretty fat.
You would think that, you know, some fat people, due to their weight, could maybe lift a little bit more.
I don't know. I can't confirm this, but like I heard that like Casey actually wasn't that fit.
Well,
you're telling me that women who are trolling are not that fit?
Well, I'm saying like Chris had actually met her IRL. They went on like a small date and shit. But like he's sitting here playing it up like she's fucking Superwoman. It's like, you know, I guess.
Well, to Chris Chan, she is.
Like, right. Like, he probably couldn't remember what she looked like yesterday.
But no,
he was probably lucky that he could talk to a woman at all, you know.
Well, I mean, up until then, up until this point, it had just been trolls and trolls. I don't even know. This might have been like after the Blue Spike shit. I don't remember. I get a little fuzzy on like the timeline.
It has been over 20 years.
You know, the strong man outdone by a woman.
While it may not feel pleasant, if that was the case, then I could not say I did not try. But
and while you're at it, you know, you don't try. If you would have tried, you would have gotten out of your house. You would have gotten a job. You know, you would have. You would be like Chris.
I'm still a strong maggot.
Yeah, well, I am much stronger and I am much better than Chris.
I don't think so.
But
why don't you? But you don't have a job. You're not stronger than Chris. You're not smarter than Chris.
I am stronger and I am smarter than Chris.
You're not living on your own. How can you even say that? And he's younger than you.
BTFO'd. He's just BTFO'd.
He's done.
It's true.
We still have an hour to go.
I don't think so. You know, I was so happy when Casey said, you know, she was going to marry Chris. But then, I don't know, he vanished or something. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that would be the point where he made his video on YouTube where he pretended he was being kidnapped, and then that's where he hid away for a few months.
Yeah, and that devastated her. You don't know how much she missed him. I would much rather believe him.
Because she has shared that with me. She has shared that with me, and I have comforted
Oh, it's great talking
her.
about your ex-boyfriends.
I have
I don't think
emotionally supported her.
she wasn't nearly that. I don't think she was nearly as happy as
there was
when
like
the police
there,
finally.
there was like hang on, there was like one call, there was one call or something where like she was telling Chris, she was talking about like Liquid Chris, but like you know, she was giving him like exaggerated information, saying he had like a 9-inch penis or something like that, you know, shit like that. It was just to fuck with him. It was good.
I think you're just trying to get. I think you're just trying to get my little Casey for a booty call.
Believe me, sir, it would not just be for a booty call. It would be
not
for
just.
a small...
I fucking. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm back in the office, boys.
Oh my
I hate
God.
these fucking Halloween sounds. They sound so goofy.
I know. That was the first time I've heard it. I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
That's the fucking updates. You know, Discord always provides. You know, us. You know,
all 900.
All 900 for DNA, so
Every
that
time.
you can listen to Halloween sounds when he enters the Discord.
I know.
Yeah.
It was so worth it, right?
Relationship with all the loyalty and trust and honesty that a woman can ever want. Ever.
But you can't even move out. She needs a man who can support himself and keep a job. I mean, you got fired from Wendy's. I mean, most people quit.
Who does that sound like?
You got fired. You weren't good at...
Yeah, there are some comparisons here to a couple of people that we know. You know,
you got fired from your janitor job.
The only thing that was missing was that him saying you got fired twice in an 8-month span. You know, that would have been awesome.
Because those damn buses.
Those damn dirty trolls. They tricked me again. The man in the pickle suit tricked me again with the fucking bus. I'm telling you.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm telling you.
Walton was like, fucking DNA called my job and got me fired.
I'm telling you, Walton waiting for that bus. It just reminds me of that scene from that fucking SpongeBob episode where he's he's sitting there trying to grab the fucking candy bar and the buses keep leaving.
Yeah,
when he's at rock bottom,
and the bus goes back as soon as he goes in there. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's Walton waiting for the fucking bus. Grabbing that candy bar and the fucking buses take off.
Good enough for Wendy's. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What do you do if she gets pregnant and she can't work?
If she gets pregnant and can't work, then I would be working. I would be working very hard and heavily.
What kind of job?
If I have to, I would be one of the heavyweights that just moves the boxes around and stock the shelves at a grocery store. At the least, if not
that makes
better.
minimum wage at best. That's not a real job. You know how much minimum wage is?
He's not giving Chris any room to breathe. You know.
No.
She needs a man. A man.
She needs a man. You know. A man who doesn't do this Pokemon bullshit.
The current rate is about $8 an hour.
That's not good enough. Get a good job.
We can't live
DNA. Off that.
I have a question. Can anyone live off of $8 an hour?
Whenever this was made, whenever this call was, back then, I mean, you weren't living well.
Fucking minimum wage back in Ontario was like 18.
Well, I don't remember when this call actually took place. I want to say it was like around the late 2000s or early 2010s. So, like, just for inflation, $8 an hour wasn't good, but you know,
probably like 12 or 14 at this point.
I mean, if you work enough hours, you could make it.
I mean, especially after taxes.
Yeah, well, I
mean, if you want to do lifting, you go work in a warehouse or something. And last I checked, minimum wage was $7.25.
Oh my god.
You must have checked. No offense, but you must have checked like 5 years ago.
Oh, got him, Chris.
Now,
Got
how'd
him.
you know? You don't have a job.
Because it was over 5 years ago.
That was a
Just
great response.
like he's like Chris just serves it back and he just backhands it right into his face. Oh my god.
How would you know?
You are here talking to me about jobs and minimum wage. You don't even have a fucking job. That's the best fucking counter.
Thank you to Jason Titus for being our biggest fan.
So he's been catfished twice at this point and even tried and failed to catfish at this point. He's cooked. He actually tried to catfish somebody?
Yeah,
Oh
well,
my God.
that was the thing with Casey. He pretended to be Liquid Chris.
Yeah, alright, okay. Just gonna say.
So I was working for that minimum wage, and that was $7.50.
Yeah. He's not making his case better.
No, he's making it worse.
That wasn't minimum wage.
Yes, it was, and that was back at Wendy's.
Hey, what do you want from me? I got a 15% discount.
You can get paid more at jobs than minimum wage. You know, I just looked it up right now. It says $7.25.
Maybe that's the average minimum wage.
Don't lie to me. Look,
I am not lying to you.
Casey, come on. Casey, come
Don't
over here.
you
Listen
lie
to this
to
horse
me.
shit. Listen to this horse shit.
Oh, what's wrong now, Daddy?
Oh, I cringe every time when she says daddy.
I know, it's like any
Oh,
rational
7.25.
person could hear this and be like, this is bullshit.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if it makes you guys feel any better, they got married, so you know she's probably kept calling him daddy, but just in different context.
That's still weird. That is still fucking weird.
Okay, I will admit, maybe this is too much. I've had a girl call me daddy during sex. It did its job.
Well, a fat emo bitch, okay? They don't count, Crisis, okay? We are not bragging about those.
Hey. She wasn't emo.
Right?
Yeah, it went up in.
That was not a great defense. That was a Christian defense right there, Crisis.
That girl looked at you and said you were the best lay I had since my first at 12. Oh my god. Since my stepdad at 12. Oh my god. What a fucking... That's horrible. That's horrible.
I love how you're saying horrible. It's your own joke.
I know.
Oh,
I'm going to hell for that. Oh, well.
Fuck me. Fuck me.
No,
In
thank you.
July.
Not daddy.
I
Lying to
remember it was
me
around
again.
my birthday.
Why does it? I'm looking right here on this webpage. That's exactly what it says.
Yeah, it happened on July 24th. That was like, yeah.
Why does this guy keep lying to me? How do I know anything he says is true?
I stand corrected. On current minimum wage.
Well, don't argue with him.
Corrected. All right.
Is he being disrespectful again, Daddy?
It's always been. He's been disrespectful this whole time.
Octo, there's more than enough
In
material in every one of our streams to get me and all of us canceled, especially you.
No, I have never done anything, okay? I just 20 minutes ago said that I love everyone, okay? While you were ranting about Indians trying to get this fucking channel get fucking claimed, get thrown out of the internet,
don't you know that the head Pajit in charge of YouTube isn't going to appreciate you know, fucking bad-mouthing his brown-skinned brethren?
Exactly.
Hey, I live in Canada, not in the jungle.
Oh my god.
He's making it worse. Oh my god.
Indians aren't from the jungle, you dumbass.
Crisis. In 10 years, okay, you have no choice but to get an Indian doctor, okay?
10 years? You have no choice now.
For your maid program.
10 years? You mean 10 years ago?
It'll be Dr. Gupta coming in to give you your fucking final shot. Okay, now go to sleep, Mr. Crassus.
Yeah, here's your needle. Yeah, Dr. Patel.
And when Casey says it, you believe it now.
I just don't understand.
Clearly.
I don't understand either.
Well, I can't say I'm in full understanding either.
I don't think Chris understands anything. Can you imagine, like, imagine if this was a real dad? Like, do you think any real father could be this calm?
I don't think any real father would have put up with this for like more than 5 minutes. He'd have been like, "Okay, I'm done. You're done, kid."
It depends. It depends if the father had to go through the situation more than, you know, twice or 3 times, you know.
There is no. Look, I grew up in a military family, right? Uncles, grandparents, everything. You know, they were all. There was at least 2 to 3 people in my family every generation. Not a single Marine I've known would put up with this fucking horse shit.
No.
For 5 minutes. Pokemon? The fuck are you talking about? Don't call my daughter anymore, click.
Sonic the Hedgehog, what is that fucking bullshit?
I want to have daughters just so I can scare the shit out of any boy that tries to date them. I feel because it'd be fun.
You know what, Crisis? I really hope if you ever get a daughter that she wants to date Indian men. Okay, that she brings an Indian man to home, so that her father can get a fucking heart attack.
Okay, but is he wearing the towel on his head or not wearing the towel on his head?
He will wear the towel on his head. Yes,
he's wearing the towel. Okay.
Especially, I mean, it's better. It is better if he wears the towel, not her. You know.
Does he speak English like good English to where you could almost think he was born here?
Crisis. Canadians can't even speak English.
Is he gonna be fucking blowing yoga fire all over the house? Because I don't need my house to burn up. Okay, just because fucking Dalcium Jr. comes over to date my daughter and starts yoga firing all over the fucking place.
Don't think that we're gonna put that Nan stuff on my table, boy. No curry in this house.
Look. When you get a heart attack, as soon as you see, you know, the Indian boyfriend, at least you can hope that he, you know, studies medicine so that he can fucking revive you again. Okay.
But I will say, on a serious note, Indian food is pretty fucking good, in my opinion.
Oh, curry's amazing, bro. Curry is fucking amazing, and the tikka masala. Oh, it's fucking great.
Oh yeah, the like it's fucking good, but goddamn, that smell stays in your house for days. Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know if it's the spice they use, but like it's just like you just fucking smell it all the time.
I really hope we have a lefty in the chat right now to say, see, you like the food. Now we can get 3 million people into the country. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Okay,
that's one of their best arguments. Okay?
Listen. Okay, you like curry? Okay, well then we have to bring in the people who make it. Otherwise, it's cultural appropriation. You fucking bigot.
Okay, but we could have brought like 1 or 2. We didn't have to bring like 1 million.
Well, they have extended families. Okay. They can't live without their third cousin's great aunt uncle's dog's best friend. I mean, come on, buddy.
Crisis likes his Indians only if they fucking cook Indian food.
Yeah, because other than that, they're just in the fucking grocery store stinking.
You imagine this man walking around, sees a baby in a fucking stroller and just kicks it, and he's like, he couldn't cook fucking food.
On a serious note, if any Indian in Canada ever watches this, put some fucking deodorant on. You're not an Indian
God,
anymore.
Terrible, unbelievable.
No, fuck that. No, you're not an Indian anymore. Fuck you. Put some deodorant on.
You got some stinking thinking there, Grasses.
Dude,
okay?
It's bad. In some of them it's bad. Put some fucking cologne, something.
You're talking about
that is terrible. That is terrible. You have to be way more tolerant, Crisis. Okay?
No, fuck that.
How dare you make fun of the poo and the loos for being stinky? Unbelievable. Okay. I figured when the thought was that when the Indian people there'd be like 10,000 fucking cabs and you never have to wait for one again.
No, now the cabs just all crash into each other.
These motherfuckers come here. They come here, they get in a cab, they don't know what a fucking traffic light is. They don't have fucking road signs and shit in India. It's just all dirt roads and everybody just, it's good luck They all just cross over each other like a fucking cartoon.
Look, if anyone wants proof that maybe Indians shouldn't drive, look up what's happening in Ontario with the truckers. That's all you gotta do. Just look it up. And in a 5-minute search, you realize these motherfuckers should not be on the road. At least some of them. At least some of them.
At least not in a car.
Well, in the truck. No, dude, like, it's gotten so bad. Like, the government's, like, stepping in and putting in policies. Like, they're fucking changing the way licenses are done. Like, it's bad, dude. Damn. You can't drive. Like, that's another thing. You can't drive down the road without seeing a transport in the ditch. Like, people are dying constantly.
Well, that's one way to get rid of them.
Yeah, but they're getting rid of Canadians. Because the Indians
doesn't cost too much money, you know. Yeah. This version to kill Canadians doesn't cost too much money.
All right, it's cheaper than the MAID program.
Exactly.
I mean, I feel like the euthanasia program is probably pretty cheap. What's a needle go for these days?
I don't know. I mean, if you were in America, they charge you like $3,000.
Yeah.
Here's 2 aspirin and a needle. $3,000, please.
I really hope that I see clips of our voices on Twitter at some point.
Yeah, I was about to say, Carl's looking at this right now and listens to 3 white guys fucking ranting about fucking Indian people in Canada.
Did you just assume my race?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. DNA. As we all know, of course, DNA, you know, is engaged to a Brazilian woman. Okay, so he's out of it. Okay.
Listen. Yeah. Okay, I'm the racial gecko. Okay, I just morph into whatever fucking race I need to be at the time.
Oh, Jason Titus is getting demanding. He said, "Play the video, you horrible cunts."
Oh my god.
All right. I wasn't the guy ranting about Indian people.
Yeah, that was DNA.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I shouldn't have to pick up the other line and have to hear this. I mean, what are you doing? Are you trying to sabotage this?
No.
No.
Throughout this whole conversation, I have been telling the honest truth from memory, as far as I know.
Okay, but this doesn't make sense. Like, Chris charmed my dad within 5 minutes. Why are you still fighting with him? Why are you lying to my father?
I have not been lying to your father. I have been telling him the truth throughout my best and honest knowledge. From my heart and from my head.
What do you want him to think? That you're dumb or something?
No.
Well, then what's going on? Why does my dad look so upset? I haven't seen him this upset in a long time.
Well,
think.
I cannot read his mind, so...
Well, no one expects you to, but you could be respectful to him.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing my best to be respectful. But then... he started...
Well, I mean, my dad's not going to lie to me. And obviously, whenever I get on the phone, you're calm and everything. So is something going on when I'm not on the phone? Like, are you being two-faced?
No, I am not being two-faced. I have been the one-faced this whole conversation.
I've used the same face throughout this whole call. I promise.
To God.
the same stupid face.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it hasn't gone any better.
You shouldn't do that. We don't swear to God, and my dad wouldn't lie to me.
Daddy would lie to me.
Yeah, Daddy would lie to me.
Yeah, he's been contradicting me, and
okay, guys, I'm gonna go talk nice.
I was talking nice, and then he started contradicting me with those words like and putting me down, like even call me pussy, for among other things.
Oh shit!
And then that just
like she hasn't been beside him all the time.
My gears.
You know, Casey's gone.
Duh.
She's not listening right now. She didn't hear anything you just said.
She's gone. I killed her.
Stop sighing so much.
Well, I'm speechless at the moment.
And did you just hear hear her say she was getting off?
Hear her saying she was getting off?
Do you pay attention to anything ever? To the
do
words
pay
that I am saying?
No.
Oh God.
I did not
This is
hear
a
I'm
fucking
getting
disaster.
off.
Do you even listen to her or her at all? I mean, how can you be a good boyfriend?
Yeah, I mean the dialogue between Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross that I made with the fucking battle royal thing was way more fluent than this fucking conversation. That's for sure.
You don't listen to anything.
I do listen. And obviously...
Imagine Chris Chan and Walton in a call.
Oh
How
my God.
slow that would be.
Walton would be muted all the entire time.
You know, I would pay good money for the Chris Chan interrogation footage.
I bet you could find it.
Because
I haven't seen it yet.
There, play the video. I'll see if I can find it.
Like if it exists, I haven't seen it.
I bet you can find it.
I did not hear it.
But she was pretty upset. She wasn't that quiet.
Well, I'm sorry she's upset.
And now what I'm saying right now is that, before you can say you are better than Chris, you need to get a job, you need to move out from your parents, you need to be independent. You need to show me that you are a man, and you also have to have the ability to not lie to me. So I'm getting all tongue-tied because you don't know how just frustrating this is. I mean, I haven't done that in years.
Yes, I agree with you. This is frustrating.
I mean, and you were lucky her mother isn't here.
And I promise you, I have not been lying.
That's convincing.
How is this frustrating to you?
It'd be better if he was lying.
You sound like you just have the easiest life in the world.
Because you're frustrated, and your frustration is reflecting onto me, and it's making me feel frustrated. It's making me feel frustrated.
You sit around. You mean what are you gonna do after this? You're gonna go home. You're gonna go play video games again or something?
He's gonna cry in his pillow for like 2 hours after this fucking call.
He can get you to do anything.
Yeah, and then he's gonna rant about the Indians.
Yeah.
They make my life miserable.
Someone has to.
You play your Pokemans, watch TV, sleep, eat McDonald's.
Repeat.
That's your life.
That is not my life. It's a lot more than that. I do a lot more.
I'm also eating carrots.
I forgot you do chores too.
See, this is what I was talking to Casey about.
You talk to the you get angry at people on the internet who you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Hello, Walton.
Right now you're just saying some of the things that said aside from the honest,
you haven't seen lunacy yet.
I feel like Walton is our biggest fan because in all of our streams, well, not all of them, but majority of them, I have two monitors. I keep our Discord chat up on one. I keep the stream up on another. There's always one viewer unaccounted for. Almost always.
And hey, when he's happy that we are happy to troll him, we're all happy.
Like we've been sitting at 5 and 6, and assuming that 4 of those is the 3 of us and Jason Titus, that makes 4.
Yeah. Havoc always in the streams for the first 15 minutes.
I assumed Havoc was number 5.
For the first 15 minutes, so then he fucks off when it's not about him.
Yeah.
Love you, Havoc.
Taking the bad pieces.
We're gonna do that Whoopi deep dive one day.
Oh my god.
Oh, yo, fucking hell.
He has a bunch of live streams as well. Just ranting and raving.
But do you want to go through all that footage?
No.
I mean, here's what I'd rather do. I'd rather watch through the live stream, find something fucking hilarious that he says, clip that, and then just play the clips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that still requires you to watch all the live streams.
Well, you know, you got to put some work into it, Crassus. I'm just trying to figure out the easiest way to do it.
What ever happened to Whoopi? The last time I looked at his fucking YouTube channel, he has not done a live stream since like a year or so. Like, he just stopped at some point for no reason.
Well, he probably got tag teamed by the fucking managers at Hardee's and Taco Bell, you know?
The fucking barbershop owner finally, paid him back,
Okay, here, hang on. I'm going to interrupt 1 second. I just have something to say.
Don't rant on the Indians again.
This is when you know that you're with someone that's good for you, okay? My mother-in-law just messaged me. Out of the blue, for no reason. She said, "What do you call kids born in a whorehouse?"
What's
brothel sprouts? This is
what?
Just out of the fucking blue, just for no reason. We haven't been talking all day, and then I just get that.
Maybe.
You think
maybe?
No, you think this is good?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think this is? You think this is going to be good now, right? Till this woman comes over and grabs you by the cock and drags you into the bedroom. "Breed my daughter!" she yells, and she smacks you with a fucking paddle on the ass.
No, her daughter does that.
Maybe the Indians should replace the Canadians.
Right. Maybe
they're already trying. They basically are. I mean, there's probably more of them than there is of us at this point.
I mean, maybe the Canadians should all start moving to India. Become their problem.
Then actually turn the country around, make it a good place to live.
I know.
And then they all come back.
India's GDP goes up by 10,000%.
I don't know. It's kind of hot.
Like the last 10 years, the economy has been growing. What's been happening? Oh, a lot of white people in India now.
Weird. Deodorant sales in India have skyrocketed.
Some of that honesty, and you're just reflecting it onto me.
But the birth rate is collapsing.
If I get elected as president of India, I'm immediately replacing all meat with beef.
Oh my gosh.
You'll eat nothing but beef.
Yeah, this will be my plan. Crassus will move to India. He'll become president of India, and then he will officially change the country's name to New Canada.
All right, we're gonna build these camps, right?
Oh my God! Moving on.
Like it's a bad thing, and that makes me feel bad.
It is a bad thing. I mean, what good qualities do you have that aren't lies? I mean, you started this whole relationship on a lie. My daughter doesn't deserve that, and now you're blaming me for all this that's going on.
You don't deserve to be called daddy after all these lying.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm talking to you over the phone. That is.
I mean, you don't. It just sounds like you don't want to admit
Yeah.
any of your faults.
Octo. Well, you better fucking call me daddy, or you're getting blocked.
I mean, you just want my daughter to be piled in a. You just want her to be
left in a pile of sweat.
You just want her, pile. Yeah, exactly.
But mostly sweat.
You pick.
I am happy to admit my faults.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, we'll be here all day.
For one, sometimes
Still have an hour.
I don't think things through, and I end up in the decision I thought was good at first may end up being the bad decision. But yeah, I have been improving on that.
This
And
guy
taking
doesn't like.
things
That's the thing.
slowly.
He's so like autistic or fucked up. He has no idea how to actually sell himself to a woman's father. Yeah, I work for minimum wage. I got fired from Wendy's. I make bad decisions. And like to him, he's like, oh, he's like, this is the way to go. Literally making a bad decision right now, and not realizing it.
Everyone does that. Everyone, makes a mistake every now and then. Okay.
Yeah, we're on.
Okay, let's start with something easy. Let's tell me that. How about you admit? How about you admit you're? Well, okay, I'll just say it. Fat and lazy.
Okay, well, I admit I do have a Buddha belly, but I am not lazy. I do get out and about. I exercise. I jog and work out, and I eat healthy.
Doesn't show at all. How often do you watch TV? I mean, and you said you jog for 15 minutes. That's not gonna burn. That's not gonna burn calories.
Yeah, well, I'm working up to 30 minutes.
30 minutes. And compared to how much? And how does this compare to how much TV you watch?
For your information, I watch only about 4 hours of television.
4 hours of television.
In a day.
A day. That I don't.
I'm watching the Jesus chat line on public access.
Kind of paused right there. You sound like you actually had to think about it for a second. I don't think that's true.
Well, when I had to count it up, I did have to think about it. But yes, it is true. I watch 4 hours of television in a day.
4 hours, that's still quite a bit. I mean, hasn't Casey told you anything about this, how important it is to take care of yourself?
Yes, we have talked about that. And I have
I'm sure more than once.
About that, and I have been taking the appropriate steps and abiding with her words in my mind and heeding her advice.
Really, because she's still pretty worried about you. She says, she thinks something's gonna happen to you. She thinks it's not looking good. I mean, and didn't she told me you're on Lipitor.
Well, she turned out to be wrong because this guy still lives.
I know about that stuff. I mean, that's something people my age take. I don't take it myself, but I know people who do.
To be fair, ever since Chris started his fucking trans journey, he actually did lose some fucking weight.
Yeah, well, that's true.
What is Lipitor or whatever he's talking about?
Lipitor, it was a medication treatment for cholesterol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, for your information, my doctor took me off the Lipitor a couple of months ago.
Well, thank God for that.
Really?
Yes.
I still don't think you still don't sound like you're terribly healthy. I mean, how much? Okay, watching TV aside, and you play video games. How long do you do that a day, huh? I mean,
oh boy.
I mean, how much you sit around, your metabolism must.
Keep in mind,
he
watches 4 hours of television after.
Right, so we're up to 4 hours. We're up to 4 hours of television. How long does he play video games? I guarantee you it's at least another 4 hours.
We can assume he's sleeping for 8 hours.
Which leaves 8 hours of the day for him to
we're
yell at trolls.
The day already.
Do I sit around? I would not say that I sit around that much.
And play video. How much do you play video games?
About 2 hours in a day.
2 hours a day.
Yes.
Okay, so that's at least 6 hours you spend sitting around doing absolutely nothing.
That's like a quarter of the day already. We're already at a quarter of the day of just video games and television.
3/4 of a fucking work day.
That's a quarter of a day. I mean, you don't know how much. I mean, in 6 hours, you could have You could have worked a part-time job.
Yeah, well, but the time I do not spend it for television, the time I spend exercising, that's about half of the day.
You do not spend half a day exercising. If you spent half a day exercising, you would have at least lost that little Buddha belly and those man tits of yours.
Okay, now I'm feeling insulted with what you just said there.
And you just told me 15 minutes, so you're lying again.
Yeah, well, 15 minutes jogging upon the pacing of the spacing of the jogging.
Wait, so you don't even run 15 minutes altogether? Like at one...
The pacing of the jogging.
What did you say? The pacing of the spacing of the jogging?
Yeah, I think he said pacing.
One time.
Well, 15 minutes jogging upon the pacing of the spacing of the jogging.
Oh, yeah.
Pacing of the spacing.
Pacing of the spacing of the jogging. I knew I heard it.
Yeah, so I jog for like 30 seconds, and then I walk for 2 minutes, and then I jog for another 30 seconds, and then eventually I make it to 15 minutes.
And then I had to call the ambulance because I was close to a heart attack. And then they brought me back home.
Gave me more Lipitor.
Jason says he feels insulted. Did he just start listening to the conversation? That's a good point. That's a good point.
Very good.
Okay.
Wait, so you don't even run 15 minutes altogether? Like at one time?
They're 15-minute intervals. Like I do 15 minutes in 1 hour, then the next hour I do another 15 minutes of jogging.
But that doesn't help you at all. I mean, all that...
Wait, what is... That's a weird fucking training. Do 50 minutes of jogging in an hour, then go back home, and then the next hour you go jogging again? Like, what?
I mean, I guess I get, I could see you doing like I could see you doing like interval training. Jog 15 minutes, walk 45, jog 15 minutes, walk 45.
Yeah, that's what I was initially thinking.
Yeah,
but I think Oscar was right.
Yeah, but this sounded like he's running for 15 minutes, and then he goes to his flat, or wherever the fuck he lives.
Goes back home.
At his mom's place, and then after the new hour approaches, he then runs for another 15 minutes.
So I have a question for the two of you. Okay, think about this. You put the kid from the Crybabies to Let's Play in a room, and in that room you have Chris Chan, you have Cyrax,
oh my god,
and you have Fresh J's guy. Who's coming out of that room?
Well,
I don't think. I mean, Cyrax is the one who is the most aggressive out of everyone.
Yeah, but he's like a chihuahua. It's all bark.
Yeah, but when he has a bat in hands, I mean, he doesn't. He will fucking hit you with that bat. So
the only the only way Cyrax is coming out of that room is if there's a child to molest.
Yeah. Call Ryan Riley now. I don't know. I
would have to give it to Fresh J's.
Well, he was the only one that wasn't legitimately retarded.
No, he was legitimately retarded, but he's just an
incel,
Yeah, he's love shy. He's not an incel.
That's true.
It was just very.
I want so bad. I want so bad to get an update on that.
It's just very womanly.
But that doesn't stop him from still saying the N-word.
Oh my god!
What a legend.
Fresh J's.
I mean, and 45, but that means there's 45 minutes of you doing nothing every hour. I mean, by then your heart rate has gone down, and the exercise is going to do nothing for you.
My heart rate has been good. I guarantee that.
Do you even know what you're talking about?
Yes, I do.
And do you even know how to check? Do you even know how to check your heart rate?
Yes, I do.
Okay, how?
I put my fingers on my pulse and then count the number of beats through 10 seconds, and then I multiply by 6.
I put my fingers on my pulse.
Oh my god!
Where do you check for your pulse?
Put 2 fingers on my wrist or on my neck.
See, Liquid Chris does the same thing too.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Or put it on my chest.
Okay.
Put it on my chest where my heart is.
Okay, so what's a good heart rate for you?
About 72 beats per minute.
72 beats per minute?
To about 100 beats per minute.
It's a wide range.
Is he Googling all of these things while he's talking to him?
What is a regular heart rate?
A regular, like a healthy heart rate is they have a healthy heart rate's around like 70 to 75 beats per second, beats per minute at rest, and probably about 130 to 150 at during exercise.
A normal resting heart rate for adults is between 60 and 100 beats per minute. However, a normal, in quotations, heart rate can vary from person to person based on age, health, and lifestyle factors.
Right. So I said 75. It's like
Jesus Christ.
midway.
For newborns 0 to 1 month old, it's between 70 and 190. Fucking Christ.
Okay, so what's your heart rate right now?
All right.
He's actually sitting there counting it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. Pretty much find that one.
Why is he doing math?
Yeah.
Dum 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 dum.
It's approximately 84 right now.
84 from just sitting around?
Whoa, hold on. I've been listening. Chris, that's a serious medical condition. What are you talking about? Normally, your heart doesn't beat that fast unless you've done exercise.
Well, I mean, he got up off the couch and walked to the fridge.
Like, that's like arrhythmia or tachycardia. What are you doing?
Yeah, well, right. Yeah, well, I did get a little bit of stress from some of the conversation.
Having stroke
Stress
hands this
doesn't
whole
do
time.
that. That's like a serious medical condition. And I heard you talk to my dad. You don't listen to anything I say when I worry about you. You still go to McDonald's, and I told you those salads aren't healthy. I bet you haven't even lost 1 pound. I mean, don't you care that I think you're going to die? That you're probably going to lose motion in your body because you don't exercise
Your
enough?
foot cut off.
This is important to me.
Yeah, it is.
Like, what are you going to do if you're going
This
to
is
die
important to
for
me.
30?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Great answer.
I guess, you know.
I mean, if anything, that means you have way too much caffeine in your system. If you have something that high, I mean, that's either, you can get that from like smoking, from too much fat, from too much caffeine.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even care. Dad was
I do
right. You
care.
are being disrespectful.
Yeah, Casey, I do care. Even though it may not, not sure, I do care.
Yeah, because it's that hard for you to stop going to McDonald's, but you've still been going, right?
I have been
It's
going
not like
less.
I didn't. Less is not none. Fast food is bad. Period. At the end.
It's poison.
I go to McDonald's like once a week.
But I'm eating carrots, I'm eating broccoli, and I'm going to the doctor each and every week.
All right, jogging 15 minutes to get there.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Once in a week.
Once a week is bad. Don't eat any. None.
All right. I won't go there anymore. I won't go to McDonald's anymore.
There aren't any fast food.
I was gonna say next
right.
will be Wendy's. I gave it McDonald's. Now I'm eating Taco Bell. What's the issue?
When I go to any fast food,
Whatever. It's not like you haven't lied to me before. You're just probably lying to me now. Dad,
I'm
I
not lying
can't
to
deal
you.
with
I
this.
promise
can't
you.
deal
I
with this.
promise you. I promise you, Casey. I promise you.
She's gone again. You know, she was pretty. Let me just say, you just blew it, man. She was crying right there. You just fucking blew it, big time. I just heard the door slam. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she goes and calls Chris.
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, all I can say is that's your opinion, and you have every right to your own opinion.
It's not my opinion. It just happened. What the hell are you talking about? I'm talking about facts.
Yeah, you're talking about, yes, you are talking about facts, but you have expressed a whole bunch of your own opinions about what you've heard from me the whole conversation.
And that's all you have to say about the fact that you just upset my daughter? What do you...
That's my response about you, but as for Casey, yeah.
I
just feel very sad
care about
for
what
her.
you have to say about me. This is about... You should care about Casey, not me. I mean, you have to do something big.
I care about Casey. I truly do.
Oh, okay, but if you want my opinion right now, I think you should stay away from my daughter unless you really, really turn around your life. I mean, if you're not even close to Chris right now, you have to do something big to get her back, and you have to get a job at the very least.
Well, he did something big, all right. Okay, he fucking turned himself into into a beautiful lady, of course.
I don't know.
To a freak.
Ah, for fuck's sakes, Crisis. Come on.
Nah, I'm telling the truth from now on.
Is this going to be your permanent purgatory? You know, being here talking about some shit, and then just Crisis just comes in as goddamn Indians and their fucking curry and dots on their heads.
And I thought I was the Nazi. Come on.
Oh, do you want to get into the immigration in your country? Again.
Moving on.
50 pounds, move out, then I might consider you. Maybe.
Okay.
And you have to keep your promises, because she says you never do.
I do keep my promises.
And I think she should be with her real fiance right now.
Think.
I mean, he treats her like a princess. You treat her like a set of tits and ass.
I treat her like a princess as well. And I treat her, more importantly,
when I was sending in that dick pic, okay, I just wanted her to make her, feel like a princess.
Yeah, I just wanted to make her feel good.
Because that's all fairy tales with princesses in it, That's all.
Come on, Toots, roll your skirt up. Let's get this done.
Let me play this fucking song here, and then you're getting down on your knees.
Mm-hmm.
Out of respect, of course.
Service me, woman.
as a friend, a true friend.
Doesn't sound like it at all.
Octo?
Yes.
I think for the next PG mix, you just need to take like small clips of stuff that we've said out of context and just put like a 20-minute video of us just saying the most outlandish shit with zero context at all.
You know what? I will just do a compilation of you just saying the word Indian, and that will be like a 10-minute video. You know. So you just saying Indian, and whatever. I think that will also work.
Just upload my rant on the
I
greasy
will.
bastards.
I will.
You don't.
I will upload it on COD Twitter, and add everyone.
Oh, please do.
No.
Please do. And then I have a little clip that I'll upload it at everyone on, you motherfucker.
I never said the N-word online.
Let's see which one goes further.
I mean,
I do know because she talks to me.
okay, well, points of view.
God, I can't even stand your voice. So whiny. All this sighing. It's like a baby. He'll never be as good as Chris at this rate.
I mean, he's proving again that he's just, not a man by just listening to all of this bullshit. Like, who
Just
the fuck
taking
sits there? Just gets insulted for like over 2 hours now at this point,
Dude, I couldn't imagine sitting there and letting someone to speak to me this way.
I mean, he would try so fucking hard to paint himself in a light that he just doesn't he's just not this fucking guy that does fucking jogging. He's not a fucking healthy person. He cannot fucking provide for anyone. And he's just sitting there.
He's so fucked up. He's just saying what comes to his head at the time. He's like, this would be a good answer. Like, he's kind of like, he's very robotic. He's like, this would be a good answer. This would be a good answer. This would be a good answer. But none of them are.
You would think after all of these, things that happened to him, that at some point he just wouldn't care anymore. But then, like, I don't know, when it was like a year ago or 2 years ago, we read some of the letters that he apparently sent from out of prison. All of this fucking garbage with like dimensions or whatever, or galaxy or whatever the fuck.
He was like, talking about that shit when the cops arrested him. There's the body cam footage where he's like, I'm an interdimensional to whatever the fuck, and
yeah, like
with me, and
people don't like Liquid call Crystal. Anybody.
People like Liquid Crystal fucking bullied this man into completely retardedness.
You know, like, again, Liquid Chris, my troll daddy, he taught me the way, okay? Just like Liquid Chris is trying to do in this call, I have been trying to do with Walton. Ridicule him into making himself, making changes that will actually improve his fucking life.
Well, Jason Titus, the problem is the only one, that DNA and fucking Crisis talked to were Mandy mostly.
No, it's just DNA.
And it wasn't even fucking Walton himself, the guy who runs the fucking ship,
No, he was there, just he was
he was muted. And at some point he left, didn't he?
I still have the footage of that call. He didn't say a word. Like, literally, he sat in there muted. Yeah. He was so afraid to speak to us, and then he left halfway through. His goddamn girlfriend talked to us.
Fucking Lars talked to you guys.
Sent his woman in to do his fighting for him. Oh,
I know, literally sent Mandy in to yell at us because he couldn't fucking do it himself. What a coward.
Because as it turns out, Chuck has bigger balls than Walton.
Well,
I think
at least in that case, Yeah.
I think just bigger in general.
Well, Crassus, you're white, so you have privilege, right? You figured you'd probably like flex your power level, and he wouldn't.
I have 3,000 attack, and he's only got about 1,200 defense.
I am a lot better than Chris, believe me.
You're not even a functioning human. You're leeching off my government. I met Chris in real life, and he's an upstanding young man. How are you better than this?
I am an American.
Yeah, Jason Titus. He commented on that stream, this whole fucking thing. But yeah, when he had the chance to tell us off in a call, he had the chance. He didn't take it. He was too afraid, and he sat there fucking didn't say a single word. Maybe we should show that footage again one of these days.
And it wasn't even like a short comment that you just can do, and that takes like I don't know, 15 to
No,
20
dude,
seconds.
he wrote that shit out.
He wrote the fucking half Bible in there.
Yeah, dude. Just be like, I don't know what your problem is with me. You know what my problem is with you, Walton? You won't grow a set of fucking balls. I would have so much respect for you if you just fucking came out and let us have it. I'd have so much more respect for you. I mean, I'd still make fun of you and have little to none instead of just none.
You drama queen.
Yeah.
And I am strong.
Have we mentioned, by the way, that Walton is almost 30?
No, but he's not. He's not.
He
even 30.
makes sure. If you
Not
watch,
even
yeah,
30.
he's not even. Yeah, he's not even 30. That's the exact quote. Also, that fucking live stream that I just watched the other day, like he fucking mentioned it 3 times. I'm not even, 30 yet.
Yeah, I think it's weighing a little heavy on his mind.
It's just. It's almost like he's just speaking his fucking catchphrases. Like a fucking wrestler.
Like even if he came into the chat of one of our streams, I would have so much more respect for him instead of just
that would be
cowering
awesome.
like a little bitch.
That would be awesome. I actually
and them.
I would advocate that he comes into the stream that we can talk to him. That would be awesome.
Walton, get in a call with us. Let us stream it, and we'll give you a full 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes you can have. We won't say a word. You can have it all.
Oh. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Let's not go crazy yet.
We'll stream it on your channel, Chris.
Exactly. Or I mean, we are going to be fair. Okay, come on. Let's do it on the Carpe Diem Network channel.
Bring him in. Bring him in.
Do it on that channel, no one will see it.
Bring him in. Secretly mute him on Discord. Tell him we're live. He goes off on his tangent. Then we just respond to what he said without. Be like when Omega fucked it up.
Don't record his voice. You can't hear a word he says. That would be funny.
Nah. See, Jason, we are not that important. We are not that important, but we still run the RV Reloaded account on Twitter.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. I just ever since
by the way.
Ever since that Twitter pumped up, I knew he would think that we were behind it. I mean, I will say the person behind it is in our server, but they're not a part of the PETA gallery. They came in after they made the account.
I'll tell you what, Walton. I'll tell you what.
He's a prospect.
You come on. You come on and talk to us, and we'll guarantee you a spot in the next PGW production. Okay.
We'll put the strap on you.
We'll give you the locale championship.
Yeah.
PGW locale championship. Okay.
We will give you a Roman Reigns type run, okay, of 3 years being the champion.
Mm-hmm.
The original locale.
I think that would be our magnum opus.
Okay,
I don't think we could get any better than that.
I mean, it's going to be the next big thing.
Do you think that Walton, like being on one of our streams, would like in a call with us, would be just the ultimate defeat? These guys made fun of me for so long. I just gave in and gave them what they wanted.
I would just picture it as so much funny, just being so hilarious to have him in the fucking peanut gallery as well.
I feel like some real healing could be done. He could come in and explain to us why it took him 5 fucking months to get a job, and now he managed to fucking live for 5 months without any money.
Yeah, Walton, come on. If you want to prove to people that you're an upstanding guy and that you're a big man, come on our stream. We're not even going to talk about your cost stuff. Let's talk about your real life. Let's talk about what's been happening in your life for the past year. Let's talk about it.
I am an individual.
Don't tell me you're an American.
I was born in America. I was raised in America my whole life. I never left the United States of America.
You're not. You can't tell me you're patriotic. I mean, that you made. If you were a patriotic, you wouldn't even thought about making that video, that 9/11 video. I mean, I still can't believe why you made that. I mean, it doesn't matter
because he's a nice person.
I mean, you don't do that. I mean, you're acting more. I mean, you're not acting like a patriot. You're acting more like a terrorist.
Jason, anytime Walton streams,
Well,
just
I'm
go in his
sorry I
chat and tell him that we want him on our stream. Just spam him with it.
I also like that very early on, Jason put out a comment in that live stream where he said something like, "Oh, the peanut gallery is gonna have a blast with this fucking stream, making fun of you." And I was like, "Oh my god, you already blew your cover."
Did he?
And he didn't know. He didn't. Yeah, Walt never read that comment. You know.
Oh no! Of course he'd be too afraid. He doesn't want to say. He doesn't want to acknowledge our existence, dude. Like he's so afraid. We've gone in. We've shut down his servers. We've fucking ruined his Twitter account. Like, and with all just doing nothing but making fun of him.
We shut his server down multiple times. Not just
Yeah,
once.
he's had to make like
That's
what, 4 servers because
very early on. Yeah, when DNA started doing the videos about him, I think that was the first time. And then
well, half of them were because one of us got into the server, and then the other half was that like there was just people that are already in his server that knew he was a fucking moron that would then come to our server and feed us information.
No, they shut down the server because fucking Omega had his fucking mole in there, and they were so fucking afraid, and they had no clue what it was. And they kicked fucking Lars because they thought he was the mole.
We had a mole on the ROV server, and they got so afraid they literally shut down the server. They started doing interviews with people. Like they were literally doing interviews, and at the end of the interview, one of the people we had in there convinced them that Lars was the mole, and they kicked Lars out of the server.
They literally did some fucking Stasi shit. That was the fucking best part.
I disavow all your gay ops. Well, how could you troll this man?
He's a nice man, okay?
He didn't Walton didn't do nothing. Just needed money for them call programs.
Give off the impression. But at least I was man enough to admit that I was wrong, and I did my best to undo the mistake by deleting that video and making the apology.
No, the mistake was the apology.
Are Americans too. I mean, and sorry doesn't undo the fact that you made that video.
May not, but at least I admit I was wrong. And it takes a man to admit when he is wrong.
And you still made it. I mean, you're not a man. I mean, you stop trying to call yourself a man. I mean,
no, that was a man.
It takes a real man to change.
Yeah, it takes William Regal.
And you have.
It's gonna take Steven Regal. He's a man. Such a man.
Such a man. He's a real man's man. That was such a great theme.
So fucking dumb.
I do change my habits. I have been changing my habits, and I have been better from the habits.
He's just responding to what Liquid Chris says. He'll be like, "You haven't done this." He'll be like, "I have done this." Oh yeah, give me an example. Well.
Yeah, you shove candy down your throat. No, I shove vegetables down my throat.
Yeah. Do you put carrots up your ass? No, I put potatoes up my ass.
That's a lie. You haven't done shit.
I have done a lot more than you are thinking right now, or that you could ever think at this moment.
You said you stopped eating McDonald's, and you didn't. I mean, that's such a simple little thing, and you still lied about it. I mean, you can't stop eating fast food. What makes you think you can turn around and get a job and stop leeching off the government and stop lying to Casey?
Because
oh my god, he's still taking this seriously.
I have faith in me, and
he's not going to figure out this bullshit.
I bet you don't even love Casey.
I do love Casey.
I bet I bet if Casey left you right now, right this very moment,
I have one small criticism for your performance here, Liquid Chris, is that there has been a considerable less amount of cursing than an actual Marine would have had at this point. I mean, you haven't told this guy to fuck off, eat shit, and die yet.
He's a believer in Christ's DNA, as we learned in the first part.
It's not like he's talking to someone who's ever gonna know the difference.
Okay, he's a guy who would quote Bible. He would have Bible quotes if he would ever run a car show. All right, because he's a man of Christ.
Right.
So he would never say such thing as "eat a dick and die" or "who the fuck raised you, my N-word."
Right. Yeah. Right. He wouldn't say such things. Okay.
No.
Remember in the Bible when Jesus said, "Who the fuck raised you?" Or
during the Last Supper, fucking Jesus said to everybody, it's supposed to be retarded.
When he was giving a sermon and someone called out to him and he said, "Listen, I'm here to speak the message of my Father, and if you don't like it, I don't really give a fuck who you are. You can fuck off, eat a dick, and die."
Let's put on the collected, motherfucker.
Come to my house and find out.
But I can stoop. I can go very, very low if I wanted to.
And as they raised him up on the cross, he leaned down to the guard who was pushing him from the front, and he yelled, "You haven't seen lunacy yet."
And as always, Walton even delivered that fucking thing. He didn't even deliver the lunacy. False fucking advertising.
And you would, you'd probably cry for maybe just a couple seconds. Then you'd go out and find another girl on the internet, wouldn't you?
Find another bitch.
And if you do love Casey, you don't love Casey nearly as much as Chris loves Casey.
I do love Casey truly and deeply, and I care about her about that much, probably more.
And so does Chris. And he can prove it, so why don't you? You can't even stop eating McDonald's for her.
Yeah, you fat fuck.
I can't.
Let me
prove it,
pause it here for a second. I just want to.
He's got me there.
I just need to make a quick point. Probably, I'm just gonna put this generally. Usually, right? You don't change yourself for a woman. You change yourself to be better, to attract better women. If Chris needs to find someone who accepts him for who he is. Now, I know a portly woman of the North who just celebrated a birthday not long ago. She loves trans people. She would be perfect for Chris.
Oh my
God. Then she'll see lunacy.
But the thing is, the problem here with your Fury DNA is, though, Chris Chen is white, and Mandy is all in with the fucking interracial thing. So I guess Chris Chen...
That's because... Here's the thing.
Yeah, I think Chris Chen needs to turn himself into a black person. I mean,
all we need to do is just get him his fucking Sonichu medallion, and he'll become a fucking Sonichu. Then he'll be yellow.
Chris's dick is probably too small to get past her fupa.
That will not increase the size of his dick, though, DNA, if he turns yellow.
Nothing is.
That's true.
I will.
God, he knows her favorite color and her favorite flower, and I'm sure you don't.
Her favorite color is turquoise.
Turquoise? That's wrong. Okay. Favorite flower.
It's just wrong. It just gets passive.
I cannot say that I cannot say I remember her favorite flower at the moment.
Really?
Maybe because she did not mention her favorite flower yet. But she did tell me her favorite color, and it was a blue-green shade. So turquoise is close.
Can you remember anything? Okay. I bet you don't even remember some of the stuff I just said today. You probably don't even remember who in my family, died in 9/11, do you? I just said that, what?
You said
half
that
an hour ago?
your daughter was giving blood in New York, right by that 9/11 site.
Okay, but who died? Who of my family died in 9/11?
The grandma.
My grandma?
Her grandmother.
Who is?
You did not mention her name.
No. No. Okay. Her grandmother, who is
your mother.
How long did that just take you? Good boy. I mean, yeah, this is just like talking to a preschooler.
More like to a dog.
I'm sorry, talking to a what?
A preschooler. God.
This is Walton.
Man, you can't have Casey with this kind of.
See, this is why Chuck would be perfect for him, though. She teaches preschool, and he's got the mind of a fucking preschooler.
But that would mean that Chuck would fuck her own fucking pupil.
And if she fell on him, he wouldn't die. As to where, if she fell on one of the preschoolers, there'd be an incident report.
Oh yeah, how does that make you feel, Crisis, that she is teaching young kids in Canada?
Oh, well.
She's gonna approach the last fucking hopes you have for fucking Canada's future.
We're already doomed.
Let's be fair, Octo. She's not there to teach the kids. She's there to block the door to keep them from leaving.
That's true.
Are we sure those kids are there voluntarily? I mean, she's so big, she might have a gravitational pull.
That's horrible, Crassus. Okay, you went too far.
You
crossed the line. You crossed the fucking line. Okay? I decided where the line was, and you crossed it.
Fuck that fat, ugly bitch. Fuck her cupcake, fuck her fake story about growing up in a cage.
Oh my god. Yeah, how can you not look at this woman and believe that she grew up in a cage? Okay?
Because she couldn't fit in a fucking cage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, a cage at the zoo? You couldn't fit a cage that big in
if you
house.
If you had a daughter that looked like that, wouldn't you keep her in a fucking cage?
Get back downstairs, bitch. Don't make me get the hose.
Oh my god.
What's that guy's name? Ariel Castro? Doing the shit that he did?
Yeah.
Just keep her in the basement for like 10 years or so?
No, yeah. Well, I mean, he had those girls locked up in his fucking house for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. She also said that she had to beg for food and water. Does that woman look like she's ever had to beg for food in her life?
Oh my god. Water!
Yeah. Have you ever been locked in a cage and been beaten just for asking for water?
I swear to God, there's literally a SpongeBob meme for every fucking goofy thing they say.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever had to beg for food, Mandy. I think it's always within arm's reach.
Like again,
I mean, the greatest joy to make content about these people is literally they are just all memes. They can just be turned into every fucking meme imaginable. The fucking mine with fucking Cameron Bash from the fucking Child's movie.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah. And it's fucking great.
If I'm talking someone who's so
the fucking squid from the Cameron Bash, you know, that's also a good one.
Yeah.
naive.
You just crossed a line. You just
now
crossed
he
the line.
crossed the line.
Saying the word naive. That is like the worst insult to
What
me.
line?
Being called naive is the worst insult.
DNA cross the line.
A line. You crossed the line. You just
And made a T.
You just really tipped me off right there when you said that.
What are you going to do about it?
Nothing at the moment.
Nothing
at the moment.
Because
what a man.
I can't really do anything right now because I'm eating fucking dinner.
He's a man.
Such a man.
Like, because I can't really do anything. I'm not right there in front of you now, am I? I'm talking to you over the phone. The only thing I could do right
Oh, he
now
literally
is
does
let you
it.
know that you just crossed the line by saying that
Are you
word.
wait a minute. Are you trying to threaten me? You trying
No,
to
I am
threaten
not.
an ex-Marine?
No, I am not threatening you. I am not threatening you. I am in no position to threaten an ex-Marine. And I understand that, and I respect you as such.
Okay, so what are you saying? Because I could whoop your naive little ass with my pinky if I wanted to.
Let me throw the word in there again just to fucking hit him with it.
Yeah, just piss him off.
And
Casey could whoop your ass. I'm surprised she hasn't already.
well, I would be able to defend myself.
You know, maybe some people do deserve to be the victims of domestic violence.
Maybe Christian was also living in a cage, you know, who knows?
You would hit Casey?
No, I would not hit Casey.
Have you ever defended yourself?
I have defended myself.
No, I'm sure that was something to see. I mean, I'm sure I can see, what would just happen, and she'd probably try to throw a punch and just bounce her off with your Buddha belly, so you call it.
I would either step to one side or block it with an arm.
Oh, of course.
that little limp-wristed twig of yours. I mean, you're pretty big, but you get some pretty scrawny arms. And you're a pretty big target. I mean, she'd be pretty hard to miss you. I mean, I've seen her punches.
Okay.
I don't think you'd be able to react fast enough.
Yeah, well, you have not seen how fast I can.
You haven't seen Lunacy yet.
Yeah. You don't know my abilities.
You can't even react fast enough to what I'm saying.
Because I'd like to spell check and make sure I'm not making any mistakes.
Spell check in his fucking brain.
Make sure that
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just unfucking real. Just
make sure you're not making any mistakes. Yet name one thing you said that hasn't been a mistake.
the first mistake you made was accepting this call.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, getting in the call in the first place.
Oh my fucking god.
my mind and my mouth are in sync.
Making
My
mistakes.
mouth does not go faster than my mind.
What
your mind is slow
That's
too.
another one of my thoughts I'm willing to admit. Sometimes my mouth goes faster than my brain.
What else? I bet that's not the only thing that goes faster than your brain. I mean, are you like are you trying to say you're some kind of computer or something? But this is you're getting completely off the point. I mean, okay, so tell me why exactly you aren't naive. You know, why is this crossing the line so much?
Because it's insulting my intelligence.
I mean, what line did
do
I
not
cross
appreciate
exactly?
that. You made me feel anger.
I mean, because you haven't proven your intelligence to me. I mean,
well, just like a computer, my brain is random, and it picks up memories at random. I cannot simply access.
Computer does not pick up memories at random. That makes no sense. My computer's that's like oh shit. Sorry, honey, my computer randomly found itself on Pornhub. Oops.
Yep.
That random access memory. You know.
Yeah.
It just I tried to go to fucking fucking JesusSaves.com, and somehow I ended up on backdoorsluts.com. I don't know how that happened. It was just random.
These are random memory that this computer has.
Even though most of the time I can, but sometimes I can't, and they later come back to me at random.
okay, well, here's how intelligent you really are, and that's because being naive has absolutely nothing to do with intelligence.
Look it up in the dictionary.
I have looked it up in the dictionary. It has nothing to do with intelligence. What are you talking about? Okay, well, what dictionary are you looking up?
Webster's.
Webster's. You know, I'm sure. You know, if you think you're naive, I'm sure. You know, you're just saying autism is probably just some sort of blanket term for retarded for you, isn't it?
I'll admit I have had some slow-minded moments, but I am certainly not totally retarded.
Not totally retarded.
No, because he didn't join.
I have not been convinced yet.
He didn't join the call community. That's what saved him.
Yeah, that's the only thing missing. Chris Shannon call.
It's like I still don't. It's still like a chicken and egg situation for me. I don't know whether retards are attracted to Sonic the Hedgehog, or being a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog makes you retarded.
No, I'm looking at my dictionary. Right, you know what naive means? It means unexperienced, not unintelligent. I shouldn't be calling you naive. I should just be calling you a dumbass. But you are naive as well.
I've got a lot more experience than you could imagine. I've had 27 years of experience.
With what? Eating McDonald's and watching TV? You know, son, Chris is younger than you, and he has had far more experiences than you have. And I've had 52 years of experience.
Yeah, well, how about being pinned down by 3 teachers, a guidance counselor, and a elementary school principal, and having your screams and cries recorded on audio tape like a torture chamber?
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
How is this gonna help his case?
Wait, what?
No, this sounds like. Have you ever been locked in a cage just for asking for water?
I mean, what are the chances? We were talking about this 10 minutes ago. Now he does the fucking same fucking thing. Oh my fucking god!
What the hell are you talking about?
I was pretty much in that situation back in the 4th grade.
What did you do? Have some kind of temper tantrum?
No, they were scared of me. They did not understand autism.
So what? So you just had some kind of retard panic attack and they didn't know what to do.
It was not a retard.
Retard rage.
No.
Retard fit.
They just hated me because they did not understand people with autism. And so they tortured me as such. I even ended up with a rash on my neck from that thing, among other things. And we had to fight the school system. They wanted to put me in a mental institution. But that's
you need help.
Remember, kids.
That's probably where you belong.
Remember, young men. You know, if the girl, like, I know it's not that often anymore, but if the girl that you happen to be dating has a dad, do not, under any circumstances, tell him that they wanted to put you in a mental institution.
What, that would help his case?
Yeah, I was fighting, ever since I was a fucking kid, I had problems with teachers, and whatnot.
Ever since he just told him, ever since I was a kid, I was bullied, nobody liked me, they wanted to put me in a mental hospital.
Yeah, they pinned me down, they recorded my screams.
I have no job, I have no skills, like what? Good God.
I mean, he was done after Sonichu, that was the first fucking fall, but now it's just let's make sure this Titanic sinks even faster by dropping bombs on it.
I mean, and you call Chris crazy. This is ridiculous.
If I had gone to a mental institution, I would not graduate high school or gotten my certificate and degree in computer drafting and design. I moved up from what you would consider a retarded state of mind.
I know retards with college degrees. They probably felt sorry for you, and they probably just kind of let you through. That's probably what happened. Schools do that. And those other, I call them retards, but I mean, really they're pretty good people. But, they actually did something with their degrees, believe it or not. I mean, people with Down syndrome have done more than you. And that degree has done nothing for you.
Come on, you worked at Wendy's.
It has done a lot. It has done a lot for me. It's given me the whole bunch of computer experience and potential that I have. And I will get an office job. And I will move out of this house.
That's all he does. He just says what is going to happen in the future, He will stop eating at McDonald's. He will start doing more exercises. He will start getting a job. He will start making so much money that he can make sure to provide a family with it, Just talk. That's all this guy does.
Let's see. How did that turn out?
Not good.
You mean you never got that? You never got that? He never got that office job. He never had his daughter named Crystal.
Man, the fucking potential this guy had,
Miles.
But you haven't done any of that. I mean, if you're going to say it, then do it.
I would not be saying it if I was not going to do it. That is a promise.
You better do it, before Casey runs back to a real man.
Okay, then.
So I'm thinking that's going to happen pretty soon here. I mean, 27 years and you haven't changed.
Well, she and I did not meet 27 years ago. She and I met a few months ago.
And you haven't, and she wasn't alive 27 years ago, so that doesn't even make any sense.
Well, what you said there a moment ago equally did not make that much sense either. It was like you were implying, like as if she actually knew me my whole 27 years.
This is just this is insulting to my intelligence talking to you. I mean, you've shown me nothing but disrespect. I mean, I'm sure you show Casey hardly any more respect than you show me. I mean, I've been trying to open your eyes here.
I have shown you respect for the while during the conversation.
Now, this is the kind of respect you show me. I would hate to see what kind of respect you show Casey.
I show Casey a lot of respect.
I mean, you probably don't even respect her as a person. I mean, you know her.
I do respect her as a person.
You know, her sister said you kept trying to touch her when you met her.
Because I was nervous at the time.
You were nervous?
Oh, God.
What the hell kind of response is that?
God.
You're nervous, so you try to touch you try to touch a girl? What the hell?
Makes me feel better. There's some pussy.
That's...
Yeah, go the Donald Trump method. Grab him by the pussy.
Oh. Well, as fun as this is, boys, I'm getting pretty fucking tired. I gotta take a nap.
It's all right. We only got
you
a
guys
little
have
bit.
fun.
Yeah, we only got a little bit here left. We're gonna finish this up.
See you later.
Peace. Take it easy. Oh, now that he's gone.
That sound.
Now that he's fucking gone. Fucking Crassus. Stop. Stop complaining about the Indians, okay? Crassus. Just get a fucking tan and quit being a fucking outcast.
Exactly. I mean, come on. You could have been such a nice ambassador, you know, for you know, racial, you know, justice. You know, you could have been the nicest human being on planet Earth, but no, you had to throw it all down the toilet because you have made fun of trans people.
I can't believe it. It's disgraceful. Okay? Absolute. Get a tan, put a towel on your head, and a dot on your forehead.
I am for the immediate release of Brian Crassus from the Peanut Gallery.
Okay.
But that's just me, you know? Let's just throw his ass out.
We're gonna make him sign a new contract, and then we're gonna release him from it.
Exactly. Ironclad.
For no other reason. And with a non-compete that in perpetuity. So they can never.
So you can't.
He can never compete.
So you can't go. You can't join any other fucking cause. So you're PGW for life, motherfucker.
That's just sick. I mean, that's my daughter. You're trying to touch a girl. You're trying to touch my daughter because you're nervous. I mean, most people try to avoid touching people when they're nervous. God, I can't believe I just heard that. I should come and kick your ass right now.
I only touched her shoulder, and I thought it was a friend gesture.
Her shoulder? That's, you know, that did. You know, I heard otherwise. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sorry too.
Did you try to kiss her?
No.
Bullshit. I mean, she told her sister about what you did. I mean, I know. Are you telling me that Casey lied?
I'm not saying that. I am not saying that.
Are you trying to tell me that? And I heard. I mean, I heard you did all kinds of other weird shit. You tried to sniff her or something.
Oh, Joe Biden over here.
Wearing her perfume with me.
I don't think so.
She wanted my opinion on which perfume smelled better.
You know, she gave it to you. She said she gave it to you in the bottle first. She could have just, you know, opened the bottle and sniffed it. You didn't have to sniff her to do it. I mean, it's a little creepy.
She had one of the perfumes she wanted me to give an honest opinion about on her.
You did it in front of her and her friend. I mean, have you ever done this before? Is this something you do when you meet girls?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
Octo.
Yes.
Have you?
I dropped you a little something in your DMs where it's an outro song for us. I figured it would be
Alright.
perfect for this tremendous Trolloween. No, you don't got to pull it up now. We'll finish it. We'll get to it when we get finished the call.
Yeah. All right.
I'll finish the thing.
Have you ever done this before to another girl?
Yeah, what we've been talking about the sniffing thing. I just want to make sure I understand what we're talking about here.
Yes, anything, any of this creepy shit. This touching, this kissing that I've been told you try to do.
Well, first off,
Crisis in a title versus live match against Walton that should show him. Nah. See, the problem is Tom Doyle would just cash in again, okay? So there would be no winner.
Every fucking time. It's always Tom Doyle.
Always Tom motherfucking Doyle.
You can't even have a fucking world title, life versus title match anymore because Tom Doyle just shows up to every one of them.
And plus, besides, I mean, do you really want to be disappointed again after like 40 minutes of build, which includes 20 minutes of fucking Bible quotes?
And looping footage.
10 million spears, 89 RKOs. Okay, do you really want that shit?
I honestly say I have not kissed.
Actually, Omega would say he actually would like to see the loops, you know?
You know what? Next PGW. Crassus versus Walton, life versus title. Book it, Octo.
What title though? The fucking local title? Nobody has a belt here. Oh my god! We'll just like Triple H in 2002. We will just get the fucking belt from a briefcase.
Okay,
you know?
just do it like David Carradine did when he didn't. He had a belt. It just happened to be wrapped around the doorknob and his neck.
Oh my god. I'll think about it.
A girl.
Or we can do like what's the match called again? That they did in the 80s in the NWA. Scaffold match. And then we'll make sure that Walton does a flip. We can also do that. Do a flip match.
Right.
Oh, you're so horrible.
Or even tried to.
Really?
Truly.
Yeah, I don't believe. I mean, I don't believe a word of that. How many dates have you even been on?
In my lifetime, only one.
Only one.
He's a man.
Months ago, before I met Casey.
Before you met Casey.
Yes.
And how did that turn out? And how did she act? How did she act toward you? What did she think of you?
It turned out that girl just was not all that into me.
I mean, and Casey met you around August, didn't she? I mean, that was a couple months ago. So how far along was this?
That one date was last June.
And why exactly? And now, why exactly do you think she wasn't interested in you?
I don't know. I am not a mind reader.
But so you can't think of a single reason of why she
couldn't handle all this manhood of fucking Chris Chan, okay, eating carrots and broccoli every day, you know.
I wonder if this date he's talking about is the one where the guy in the pickle suit showed up and cucked him. Stole the fucking girl and took off with her.
Oh my god, maybe. Or going on a date with her mother. I don't know. Maybe counts that as well.
Not have been interested in you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can honestly say that I cannot.
I mean, you can't think of maybe. I could think of a couple reasons right off the bat why a girl would not have been into you. I mean, I didn't even need to think about it. I mean, you can't even take them on a real date.
I took her on a real date. Took her to Applebee's, and I paid for her for what she ate and what she drank there.
You paid for her.
Yeah.
How much? And how much was that?
That was about $10.
$10.
Yes.
That's $10 for dinner. Are you sure you just didn't go to McDonald's again?
No, this was Applebee's, and Kim was there. She could tell you the same. She could tell you the same thing.
So where would you take Casey? You know, she's a pretty high.
I'll get myself a Big Mac menu, and you get a fucking cheeseburger for fucking $2.
Look, man.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you ain't taking Casey to no fucking Applebee's, okay? To eat like potato skins and fucking mozzarella sticks. All right, she needs high class food, top of the line, buddy. She needs a man. Oh.
I understand the second half of that sentence. After you said Casey is a high class girl.
You probably didn't. I said you probably didn't even tip. And so where exactly are you going to take Casey?
Oh yes, I did tip.
Do you even know how much you're supposed to tip?
About 15 or 20%.
So how much did you tip then? If you paid $10,
I tipped $1.50.
Really?
Yes.
That's still pretty cheap.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck he went. Okay, I really don't. Like, I'm trying to rack my brain, trying to go back a few years, even to think what you could possibly get at fucking Applebee's for $10. Like even the smallest meals were like still like 20.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They have like those deals. They have those deals where you get to pick like an appetizer, and then you get to pick an entree, and then you get like a drink, and an all for one price, like $20-something, like 22 something. But like even that,
he just orders a box of French fries, you know.
I guess.
That's it, babe. Great date, you know.
This one appetizer for $9.99.
Yeah, Casey probably wouldn't like that if you tipped her that much. I mean, she's a waitress, right? Tips are pretty important to waitresses.
Yes, they are.
And that tips are important, but still, 15% of 10 is $1.50.
That's true. Okay, so how much would you get? How much would you tip if you paid, say, $80 for dinner, which is very possible if you go to the kind of places Casey likes to go?
Yeah, she doesn't go to Applebee's. Okay, you need to take her to fucking Chili's. Okay.
Exactly.
Nothing less than Outback Steakhouse.
That would be about $12.
So you would just pay $12. You wouldn't go up to you wouldn't even just toss them a 20 or something. Do you even do math?
Well, I cannot say that my family is of the high class, hoity-toity, rich type of people. We are on average income.
I know. I just imagine. I like to imagine right now, like them driving by, and she'd be like, "Past the McDonald's, past the Wendy's, take me to Chateau de Javant."
Oh my god.
They're not rich either. I mean, they still left at 20.
Well, good for them.
You're not even on an income. I mean, income would be like, you actually have a job.
Oh, here we go again.
Chris treats her so much better than you. Shows her so much more respect.
Yeah, well, I gave you respect throughout the beginning of the conversation.
Oh God!
You've given me nothing.
Wow. And then I started to feel insulted from being talked down about the honest details I talked about, and that she told you like about the McDonald's and the video games and that sort of thing. When I am so much better than that.
And I have not seen any of this. Because it probably doesn't exist.
It does exist.
I mean, telling the truth it's not made of, Pokemans and all that.
It is not.
I mean, and how are you better than all this? I mean, you're doing exactly, you're just doing just that. You're just talking about stupid fucking Pokemans and shit. I mean, that's all I'm really getting about you is you do nothing but what exactly you have said.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
you need to be better, not say you could be better.
At least I am honest when I say I could be better. At least I don't go about lying, pretending that I am an astronaut.
You're not.
That's right.
You're not being honest.
No, I have been honest. Otherwise, I would have said that I was an astronaut, but that would be lying. And I have not been lying in this conversation.
Right. Remember.
Oh yeah. Wow. That's a great. That's proven that he's not lying. You could have said he's an astronaut. You could have also said that he's a Formula 1 driver. You could have also said that he's Elon motherfucking Musk.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But no, he didn't do that, and that proves that he's not a liar.
I'm the fucking boxing heavyweight world champion, but I'm not an astronaut. I don't want to be a liar.
I don't know if you noticed, sir, but I'm actually the Undertaker. Yeah, I can take care of your fucking daughter.
I'm the Undertaker. Okay, the opposite of the Overseer, which is an astronaut in space. I'm not one of them.
Jesus Christ.
Like Chris, the idea that Chris would like tell someone that even if he wanted to lie, that he would tell someone that he was an astronaut and that they would fucking believe him.
Yeah.
At any point that they would believe him.
But even that would be a stupid motherfucking lie, because at some point when, for example, your relationship goes even further, then at some point you have to prove that you're one, right? I mean, you have to have a bunch of fucking space things at your house, books about it, even maybe like the outfit that you wear when you were in space. I don't know.
I called NASA, and Shigeru Miyamoto told me I wasn't allowed to be an astronaut until I could learn to count from 10 to 1. Now, I know how to count from 1 to 10 the right way. Well, you want me to start doing it the other way, then it's not going to be good.
And then actually he has to prove it, and then he just goes all the way, just fakes a fucking him going on the moon or whatever. What some people believe the fucking moon landing at first was, it was recorded in some warehouse.
He just walks in front of the camera with a fishbowl on his head and starts declaring that he's on the moon.
Yeah. And in the background, I don't know, a fucking light bulb just flickers.
This is not my house. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's like, this is not my house. The trolls have made it look like that to deceive you, but I am actually on the moon.
And I am not a liar. Now let me play Pokemon for 2 hours, goddammit!
I too.
I know, but that's just an example off the top of my head at the moment.
You don't even have the eyes to be an astronaut. I mean, come on. You have the weight. You especially don't have the weight.
Oh, brain doesn't work anymore.
Spell checking.
Oh,
Well,
somebody needs to hit Control-Alt-Delete.
I'll just say that.
Open up the task manager, see what's going on.
the fucking blue screen.
This has been the most experiencing conversation, and I wish you a pleasant evening. Take care, Mr. Devoria, and stay safe. And please give my most fondest regards to Casey as well. I love her, and I care about her very much.
Don't you hang up on me. When did I say that this conversation was over?
Well, you continue the insult, and I'm getting tired of the insults. I feel like I need to go I feel like I need to go take a shower and get ready to
What?
sleep. I mean, we are in the same time zone. It's 10 after 2 right now.
Taking a shower from this fucking phone call. Oh my god, the dirt that was thrown at me, you know? I was sweating. I was sweating completely throughout this fucking phone call. Now I have to fucking take a shower. Oh my god.
Yeah, actually, that's fine. You know, you can go whine and you can weasel your way out of this. You don't even deserve my daughter. I mean, what are you gonna do after this? What are you gonna do tomorrow? You're gonna get up, sleep. You're gonna get up and play video games again. That's.
I would not be tablet. I'm going to get up, and I'm going to be finding a job in the office. And I am going to be jogging for 15 to 30 minutes.
I don't believe in. You know what Casey's gonna do? She's gonna go to school and she's gonna call Chris back. That's what she's gonna do.
Well, that's what you think she's going to do. You do not control her.
Because you know why she's gonna do that? It's because he's the one she wants. You know that song that she made for Chris? She made it for her. She made it for him, not you. And you know that song. That whole new world from that Disney movie. Yeah, she made that for him.
No, she told me she made that for me.
Oh no, she didn't.
Oh yes, she.
At any moment he could have hung up, but he honestly stayed on for 2 hours just to be belittled and mocked. Yeah, I mean, in other words, he's a man.
A man. A man.
Only a man only a man just gets insulted over a fucking telephone by a person that he never met, and then has a fucking brain fuck for like 10 seconds and then says, well, so this has been a good conversation. Have a good night, and then he stays on. He stays on because I don't know, expects him to say good night or whatever.
He did.
I think I know my daughter a little better than you do.
Well,
he even sang it for her. I mean, what really made you think it was for you?
Because she told me so herself.
And she told me that she made it for him. Unless you're saying she's lying.
I'm not saying she's lying. Because
I saw that video. You didn't even know the lyrics of that song. You had to look it up. You could I could see the paper in your hand. And you had to sing over the words. You didn't even get the karaoke version or something. How could you possibly have known the lyrics?
I have watched the Aladdin movie a whole number of times. I would say greater than 10 times in my lifetime at this point.
And you know how I know that was made for him and not you? Because that song was their song. They know it by heart. And that has always been their song.
Okay.
He's a man.
You know they were going to sing it to each other at their wedding.
Oh, I hope he really did do that.
Let's see.
Well, this is really well, this has really been enlightening. Learning about, just how unworthy a person could be for my daughter. How much of a I have to congratulate you, though, because you totally did a great job at getting Casey and Chris back together.
Just rub it in there at the end.
Seriously, Chris, how could you? You've been so insulting to my father and everything. Chris would never have done this. Maybe I did make a wrong decision. But I don't think I can do this. Maybe I was thinking of him all along. Maybe I just displaced things. I can't believe you would do this. I was crying, and all you did was argue with my father. You didn't even care to get him to check on me or see if you could talk to me. Chris would never have done that. Chris would have demanded to talk to me right away, and he would have calmed me down. I mean, obviously you misunderstood me.
I guess maybe I did.
You know what? I don't want you. I don't want this. I don't need this right now. I have so much going on with finals and everything, and this is the way you're going to act? Yeah, Mike's right. You're going to have to do something huge. I mean, you can't even work on the comic you promised me. You made me a stupid little Big Planet thing. Where the hell's the comic, Chris? You know what? You probably still won't make it. So, you know what? I can't do this. You need to totally reform your life. I mean, Chris would have come by. He would have driven the 2 hours just to comfort me once he heard I was crying.
Yeah, well, if I knew where you were, I would have driven 2 hours as well. But I did not.
You won't. You always want me to come to you. It's stupid.
I would have asked. I mean, I did ask you for your address, and I did ask you for your phone number. So
and I told you that you can't get it until you get my parents to trust you because you know they're overprotective. And you think this is the way to do it? I bet you're not even going to finish the comic. You can't even finish it tonight. Or anything. You can't do anything.
I can so.
Well, obviously you're not motivated enough because you haven't done anything like that. Like, you promised me a song a long time ago. Never got it. Chris has written me, 3 songs. You promised me tons of things. You never keep your promises. You just sit around playing video games. You made a stupid little Big Planet thing for me. I mean, come on.
He never keeps his promises, much like Rom when he fucking promises that FM would produce content in the future, you know? With the new regime, new fucking content would come out, finally. Finally, all this time with the fucking old regime, never producing any shit, you know.
Hey.
Now the content can be produced.
Hey.
Yeah, where is it?
Hey.
Where was it?
Hey. At least he didn't say he was an astronaut. Okay? He'd have been lying then.
I hadn't thought of that. Go on. That's a good argument.
All I wanted was the damn comic. All I wanted was you just to pay attention. You don't even pick up the phone anymore because of the trolls, because of the stress. I can't do this. I want a real man.
A man!
Man!
You see, you can't even say anything. Dad, I think you're totally right.
Yeah, don't tell him where we live. I don't want my name and number. No, I don't want him to know my name and number.
See, look what you've done, Chris. Look what you've done.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Sorry.
That's a fucking hell.
It's not like you're gonna do anything to make up for it. So you know what? I don't even care. Dad, you can do whatever. That's all he could say. I'm done.
I don't know. I don't think I want to get in trouble.
He's not, Chris.
You know,
Screw this.
I don't want to get in trouble for beating the shit out of this faggot anyway.
I'm gonna go. This is too much for me. You can finish this off, Dad.
I'm sorry. Have a safe, good evening.
So, what are you gonna do now?
And that's it.
Man.
From this call. All right, Octo, if you look in the, I got a little something special for you. If you look in the chat, I put a picture of Liquid Chris and Casey.
I'll download that very quick.
You don't have to put it on screen. You just look at it.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Liquid Chris looks like Mr. Beast a little bit.
And the truth.
But oh my! But the fucking when was this photo made?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I just googled the photo. So
I mean the face does not match the voice at all. From the woman. At all.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think this picture was probably like a few years after that. Like I think Liquid Chris did go on to become a doctor and shit like that.
All right.
So you know, wherever they are, I hope they're living their best life. I hope they're happy. You know. All right. So I just want to play this outro song, and we'll end the stream.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Do you play it or should I play it?
Yeah. Go ahead and play it.
All right. Let me load this up. Change the window again. All right. With that, peace.
Without a fire, but a desire to not hear you say I have a boyfriend, and I see the ladies walking along one by one, and I never want to hear I have a boyfriend. Tell me why I feel stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why I still need a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never want to hear you say I have a boyfriend, and I have no fire but a desire to not hear you say I have a boyfriend. Tell me why I feel stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why I still need a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend. Why do all of the jerks get all of the pretty girls? Yeah, you may not know this, but I want you to know that I am alone somehow without a fire, but a desire tonight. Here. Don't wanna hear you say the virgin with rage. So need a cute girl my age. I never wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend. Tell me why I feel stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why I need a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. Never say it now.
Alrighty. And with that, we end our special Trolloween stream. I wish you all the candy in the world. Try not to get kidnapped. Try not to get trolled, and don't tell anyone you're an astronaut. Don't tell anyone you're an astronaut, or you're a liar. Okay?
Don't get catfished.
All right.